Oh, there's the loading screen. Oh.
Yeah, I don't. God, even when I don't have a fucking thing open for some reason it's still lagged. Okay, well it's back up now. It's restarted. So from what I'm hearing, Shamar. So we got the group for Shamar, which has one second. So we got Fion and Celeste, correct?
I'm Baprolled.
Baprolled,
Yes.
okay.
And Bapple.
And you guys are going to Estragos, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Zoro, Eric, and Karuni, what are you guys reading right now?
I guess they're going to Mayvine.
Yep.
Alright.
Zoro's gonna join them in Mayvine.
Alright, so for Group Eric, we got Zoro, and Karuni, and we'll throw in Mercurio in there.
Then we have 2 groups of 4. That's actually a pretty even split.
Yes.
That's actually funny because I did say that you guys should go
Yeah.
in 2 groups of 4. Alright, so we will start with the group that's going to Estragos. So to put a bit more context for you guys are currently closer to the ruins of Lathal, away from Fortuna. So of course, you know, the whole giant creature that is rampaging all throughout Fortuna is still there. And you guys have decided to split up in search of answers as to what these crystals being sent up to these cities are for. For the people going to Estragos, you guys head out and you guys go through some of the roads around here in the region of Creston. I'm gonna need you guys. What is everybody going to Estragos? So Shamar, Fion, Celeste, and Baprold. What is your guys' passive perceptions?
Vaporol. Well.
Yeah, I don't hear him.
Okay, it's back. Hello?
Ah, there we go.
Hi.
Okay, I don't know
There
what the
he
fuck's
is.
going on, but my internet is like shitting itself tonight. Wow.
If needed, I can stream again.
No. I'm sure this will work. I just don't understand why it's having a fucking issue. Sorry, can everybody? We'll do this one at a time. So Shamar, what was your passive perception?
12.
Okay, Fion,
16.
16. Celeste
15.
and Baprold,
13.
13. Okay, so on your way to Estragos, Fion and Celeste, as you guys are making your way there, you guys get like a hunching feeling that something seems to be tailing you guys as you guys are making your way there. And you know, as you guys, you know, take your time to look around, there doesn't seem to be anything, but there just seems to be this like overbearing feeling that both Fion and Celeste have, that it feels like somebody was watching them. From however far or however close, it's kind of hard to tell. But you guys make your way over to Estragos nonetheless. And of course, as you guys make your way to Estragos, you see that like a good mile-long line of wagons and carts, full of things inside of those carts, seem to be leading out to the gate of Estragos that seem to be lined up for a mile long. By the time you guys get there, you guys see all of this. And as you guys look at it, you can see that there seems to be something that's kind of causing like a bit of a hiccup in the road. As you guys look over, you see that by the gate, you guys notice that there is a a wagon that seems to be glowing, the familiar glow that you guys recognize. What is it that the party does here in this mile-long line of merchandise that's trying to go into Estragos?
Where do we know this glow from?
Yeah.
You guys
That was-
recognize this glow from the villages that you've seen, where the crystals gleamed off a familiar glow, and you notice that this cart also has very similar glows in tandem with that.
So we're just walking like alongside the merchant line, or are we like standing in the merchant line?
It is dependent up to you guys. Are you guys wanting to? We'll start off with this. What does the party want to do here specifically? Do you guys want to do some checks or anything? Do you want to speak to some of the merchants in the line, or what do you guys do here? As you guys are at the back of this entire line of the merchants that are trying to get into Estragos.
I think we should focus on the glowing one, but
Yeah.
we shouldn't get their attention on us in case fucking
Okay.
that card isn't the only one.
Okay. So so the card that is glowing with that familiar glow that I told you guys about is all the way at the front at the gate. So the problem with it is you see that there is a person that is talking with some of the guards at the gate. How do you guys want to approach this card?
Can I
I'd-
try and stealth? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Baproll?
And he was never heard from again.
I guess so.
In that case, I'd also like
Pep
to try and
rolled.
stealth.
Stealth. Okay. So if we're gonna be rocking with stealth, Shamar and Fion, I'm gonna need you guys to give me stealth checks. Celeste, Baproll, how you guys gonna rock this real quick?
I
Ooh,
got a,
nat 20.
I got a 22.
Natural 20.
So
Let me think.
I rolled really fucking shit, but I have expertise in
And
stealth.
Celeste do maybe like a distraction with your pan flute
oh.
away from.
Okay, I'll allow it.
Actually,
I need you to,
Just a fucking.
depending on your role, depending on your performance role, will dictate if you can give advantage to your teammates. So
I already got a nat 20.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I would like advantage, please. Thank you.
you got a 22,
I-
so I mean.
I know, but I
You know what? No.
Okay.
girl, bye.
So what is Celeste's approach here with the rest of the party?
Because if they're gonna stealth, then that's already pretty taken care of. I don't know exactly what's in the cart. Maybe she's gonna see if the person who that was a voice crack. If the person who's driving the cart is there.
The person who is driving the no, there goes Baproll.
Baproll.
I think he needs to fix his internet. The person that is manning the cart, that is driving it, you know that they are off the cart and they are speaking to some of the guards at the gate with the merchant.
Okay. So they're pretty busy.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's gonna stand guard.
Okay. I think we're kind of a little ways away from Baproll, I believe. So, I think with the loss of Baproll, we'll have to wait for Haruki to come back. Oh no, there he is.
There he
Never
is.
mind. Forget what I said.
Yeah, shut up.
Haruki?
How dare you.
Hey, I'm back.
Okay, there we go. All right. So what was it you were trying to do here, Haruki?
I was gonna say, yeah, I had the exact same idea with Shaman first with stealth.
Okay. So for you, give me a stealth check. Wait, oh no, where's my dice? There it is, yeah, okay. I got my dice with me. Okay. What is your roll, Baproll?
Me too.
Oh, yeah. You need a stealth check. So everybody, because you're stealthing with everybody else as well. So, well, Celeste is the only
Oh,
one that's
shit.
staying behind by the cart, and then Shamar and Fion have decided to go stealth and try to approach the cart.
Oh. I just disadvantage rolled and it says 20.
Okay, so even on disadvantage because of his armor, he still got an answer. Okay, so despite wearing very hefty armor, you know that some of the plates in your armor are, you know which plates in your armor are ones that make clinking sounds. So you're able to find ways to dampen the sounds enough to be able to stealth with everyone else. So Shamar, Fion, and Baprold, as you guys are approaching the cart, you guys can get little bits of what the merchant is talking about at the front. And as you guys are looking around in the cart, you guys notice that some of the boxes that you notice in there, some of the crates, have a very familiar seal of a crown with a sword stabbed through it, wearing very that has the symbol of it with the coloration that has gold. It's basically like a gold colored emblem with purple for the outer ring of it. So essentially the symbol of the King's Guard that you guys remember back at the village. As you guys are
Okay.
As you guys are here, you guys can kind of hear some bits and pieces of the merchant at the gate, and you can see that the guard is also talking to them in front of Estragos. You notice that the walls at the top are lined with many guards that seem to be watching out for something in particular, which might seem to catch their attention. But it seems like even with the amount of guards that they have currently, it seems like they still are not able to catch you guys. What is it that the party does here? As you guys are, you guys have successfully stealthed and gotten closer to the cart. What is it you guys are gonna do here?
Can we see what type of crystals these are? Whether these are like the parasitic ones, or like what's been done to these crystals to cause the glowing?
You need to open the crate. And if you're gonna open the crate with a nat 20, I'll allow you to freely enter the cart without a check. But I'm still, I'm gonna need you to give me a sleight of hand check, because a lot of these crates full of crystals have like these weird, like seals around the tops where you can open it, and it seems like if you try to open it, it would give away that somebody's been through the merchandise. So I'm gonna need you to give me a sleight of hand check to see if you're able to take a bit to like basically open it up enough that it doesn't end up breaking off that seal.
Okay. Could I get advantage because I got a nat 20 before?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, that is a 26.
26. Okay. So as you are sitting here, or as you are like slowly opening it, you open it just enough to get a peek at some of the crystals, and some of the crystals that you notice are odd, because these ones seem to be a bit different than the ones you've seen before, where you've seen that there are the parasitic crystals, you've seen that there are crystals that trap people, but you notice that these crystals give off an odder glow, and they seem to have like these weird little green lights inside of them.
Okay. Can I take a few from inside the crate and like hold them in my pouch to show the others?
I'll allow it, but I'm gonna need you to give me another sleight of hand check to make sure that you don't end up breaking the seal as you're trying to reach in and grab one.
Okay. That's a 16?
Was 16 roll. Okay. You're able to reach in just enough to be able to get at least a small crystal that would fit into the palm of your hand. But you realize the more you try to reach in, it seems that some of the larger muscles in your arm seem to like strain the seal a little bit, so you kind of ended off there of just getting at least just a crystal that would fit in the palm of your hand, and you are successfully able to take a small bit with you out of the cart.
Okay. Yeah, Shamar will just exit the cart swiftly before anybody can see her, and she'll just make her way back out to Baprold and Fion.
Okay. I will say, Baprold, Fion, as you guys are sitting out here and you are, waiting by the cart, you see that some of the guards seem to be, the guard and the merchant have seemingly finished a conversation and have made their way back onto the cart. And you guys can see that the cart is now moving. Shamar, as you are making your steps out, you hear a whiplash, and then you feel the cart beneath you start moving as you are trying to make your way out.
Okay,
I
can
will-
I teleport my shadow out and then just take its place?
Okay. So you end up teleporting your shadow out of the cart, and you are able to inadvertently able to take its place away from the city. But you notice that as the cart makes its way through the gate, you guys see like this red light immediately appear. As you guys see that this red light appear like surrounding the cart itself, and you see that the merchant of the cart is stopped, and many guards have now started to surround this cart to start looking for something.
I think you were stuck in there, weren't you?
Shamar will just. Was my shadow able to be desummoned?
Not in time. As you like basically as you were getting out of the cart was already halfway through the gate. So you were able to get
Okay,
out
but
successfully without being
is it-
spotted, but your shadow still
Yeah,
had...
but
Oh, go ahead.
okay, but my shadow, I was gonna say, I can desummon it at will, no matter where I am. So now that I'm outside the gate, can I just desummon it?
You can indeed still desummon it, but there's still traces of magic that was still used within the cart, which still had caught the attention of certain things that would have alarmed it. So
Perhaps.
Okay,
that
I
the
don't care.
crystals. Yeah,
Yeah,
they find
gonna
these
say-
sus-ass crystals. Can't-
you know, it's kind of just like the fucking glowing green crystals in the back of your cart, my dude.
literally.
So you guys see that as the cart is already through the gate, you guys see that you guys see like dozens of guards begin to like surround this cart, and you see that a few of them enter this cart and start rummaging around, and you notice that there's also a spellcaster that goes with him in the cart. As they are
What
searching
does
the
Zoro
cart,
get?
what does the party want to do here as they are searching this cart?
I would suggest that Shamar try and hide in behind one of the other carriages, just in case one of them gets the feeling, oh, I can detect what type of magic was used.
This is up to you guys. Are talking with Shamar.
Let me see. What if I want to know more about the spellcaster? I'm intrigued. What do they look like?
As for the spellcaster, you see, give me a perception check. See if you're able to kind of spot them and kind of get an understanding of what type of person this would be.
Perception. That's going to be a unnatural 20.
Oh, so with a lot of the scouting that you've done before on these cities, you know that looking at this type of individual, this spellcaster looks to be a court wizard. So they look like to be of somebody with high ranking within the city. So you see them entering the cart, and you notice as well that this wizard also has an emblem of the Kingsguard on it.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay. I'm just looking to see if there's anything that...
Anything else the party wants to try here? Because you guys have only a few minutes as they are searching this card.
Let me check.
Shamar will probably attempt to sneak back a little bit, just so that way she can still see what's going to happen, but just in case shit hits the fan, she's far enough away that she isn't going to get bombarded by arrows.
Okay. With your roll, you're able to go behind one of the carts and have a good enough view to be able to watch them. Anybody else want to try anything here before they end up leaving the cart?
I'll just try and look inconspicuous.
Okay. Fion, Celeste.
I'm just looking right now at something.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at
I'm just a
myself.
chill cleric.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think that there's anything.
I do have a transportation circle.
Yeah, I don't think that there's anything that I can do really here.
Okay.
Um,
You guys notice as well that after a good few minutes of them searching the cart, you guys see that the guard that was with him, along with the court wizard, get out, and they immediately start pointing at the line of merchants, along with speaking to some of the guards that are with them. And you notice that the court wizard, along with a small detachment of guards, seem to be approaching past the gate towards this like long line of merchants that are trying to enter the city. You guys can hear a bunch of moaning and groaning from the other merchants that are trying to make their way into Estragos to be able to sell wares and make deliveries, but unfortunately they had to wait. As you see that as Baprold, Fion, and Celeste, as you guys are standing here, you notice that the guards seem to be searching all of the other carts, as the court wizard seems to be getting closer to you guys, as he stands in front of you and says, "Hello, welcome to the lovely city of Estragos. I'm assuming you are all first-time travelers here."
yes, we are.
Yep.
And who might you be?
I am Frederick, the court wizard of Estragos. You may call me Fred, for short. I
It's
also see that you
pleasure.
have a cleric of Astra. We do not get many clerics around here. What brings you to our lovely city, cleric?
To be honest, a cleric's journey always brings them to a world of need, to a place of need, and personally, I feel like in the city of Estragos, I can further my ability on my magical powers to help more people that I know.
Ah, for a noble cause. I see. Well, you are indeed one to find much information pertaining to magic in our lovely city, as of course, we are known for making prized wizards and sorcerers throughout the land. By the way,
Whom? Just out of curiosity. I'm
well,
not from round here.
well, we've had a few throughout recorded history, but as of recent, I believe, what was her name? Mia Sostico, I believe was her name. She was one of my prize students here at the, very lovely city of Estragos, and I taught her all of magic that I knew. I, of course, still have much to learn as a wizard myself, even though I hold a high position here. Forgive me, but I must ask, have any of you seen a very, dangerous individual around here?
Depends
Dangerous
on what
how?
you consider dangerous.
Well, from what I have detected thus far, they are of elven lineage, that I can tell, but they are different than most elves. I will
What's
say that
Wrong
they...
with being of elven lineage, just out of curiosity.
Well, with some senses of magic that I have been able to procure throughout my years of being here in Estragos, I'm able to detect some semblances of recognition of this person, so I'm able to tell what this person could look like. However, this person seems to be different than most. They don't seem to be, human at all. They seem to be an amalgamation of sorts. And I do fear that amalgamations are not welcome in the city of Estragos, and I'm afraid we will need to escort them out of the city properly. You haven't seen them. You haven't seen them in this city by any chance, have you?
Well, we haven't had the opportunity to actually get into the city yet, so no.
Well, I mean, considering that we
but-
are standing outside instead of inside,
Yep.
it's,
Yep.
it's a bit hard to tell.
Yeah, and also that's a bit questionable ethics if you're not allowing people into your city purely based on something they cannot control.
Oh no.
That's true.
Please forgive me. I might have to rephrase. They are somebody that are elves, but are not elves. A bit more confusing as it may sound. They.
Can you give a better description?
If I had my scribe with me, I'd have him inscribe and see if I can make a picture. I'm not familiar with my own scribing skills, but a moment. You see that he lets go of his staff, and his staff seems to be like standing up on its own. As you see that he goes through a small pouch of holding. You see that he pulls out a parchment and a quill. As you see that he begins to start writing something on it, and you see that as he finishes writing, a good minute or two later, you see that he shows the paper, and the paper looks exactly like Shamar. Albeit some key features of it are missing, like some of the scarring on Shamar's face, along with her signature bandana and her scarf. But overall, the face and looks of the facial features of Shamar are pretty damn spot on. As you guys look, he says, "I believe the person looks like this. Are any of you familiar with any merchants that might be in this line?"
A generic-looking elven person with normal colored hair?
Well, I don't have color with me, of course. I merely only have my quill and only relying on my own scribing skills, but I am afraid this is the foreboding,
you're
dangerous individual that seems to be in these
Unreliable
lines.
source.
Unreliable, maybe, but as for accuracy, this is about the closest I can get as to what they look like.
So why would we be searching for someone who you don't actually know who they are or what they look like? You could really just be sending us after anyone you just plainly have a distaste for.
I'm afraid this is not merely a certain someone. This is somebody that, procuring of my own magic, this is someone that is, well, forebodingly dangerous in this line of merchants. Of course, we pride ourselves in taking care of our people, and of course, those who are in need of help, but unfortunately, magic that was used as of recently seems to be something of a foreboding nature.
That's quite interesting coming from a Kingsguard, but nevertheless.
Oh, so you are familiar with the Kingsguard?
Unfortunately. Regardless, you're being quite insensitive to elven folk like myself, and I really don't appreciate it in the slightest, and it's never a good look for someone of high status to be judging, especially a very magically inclined group of people. Doesn't look like a good look.
Well,
At a point.
you see that he rolls up the paper, and then you see that he rolls up the paper and puts it back on his pouch of holding. If you see this dangerous, foreboding individual, do let some of the guard know. As you see,
I'd appreciate if you stopped calling my people dangerous and foreboding.
you see that some of the guards that were at the gate that searched the other merchant carts have come back, and you see one of them speak to the court wizard Frederick. As you see that he nods and speaks to them a bit more, says, "Well, I'm afraid my duties are called elsewhere. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy our lovely city of Estragos." And you see that he quickly hurries.
We could use bigotry somewhere else for sure.
You see that he hurriedly moves away and goes back into the city walls, searching the cart again. Before you see that the cart, you see that some of the contents of the cart, like the boxes and crates that are in the cart, are being taken out one by one and carried out to another portion close to the city wall. But you guys can't exactly get a good angle as to where it's going.
Wow.
Do you? That looked like Lady Shamar to the rest of you, correct?
Just
Oh,
needed a
no,
bit of
yeah,
shading, and it's
100%.
1-to-1.
All right. Not good, I would have to guess.
No, we need to figure out a way to how we can get her inside, because if he tells them to look for people around that look, we're gonna have to find some place to maybe disguise her.
If we gave you a haircut, Master Backfold, you might look quite similar to Lady Shamar.
No one touches my hair but me. And my barber.
If you want, I can just cut out a piece of my face or something. I've done it before.
I would rather not. You
Or-
have quite a nice face.
Or
I like the
Celeste
commitment.
picks up her jacket and she gives it to Shamar. It has a hood.
Shabar will just put on the jacket, and like she'll just like kind of nod to Celeste like a thank you, and she'll just kind of like take the scarf, and she'll just like kind of wrap it so that way it's more tightly wound and like kind of covers up like the bottom of her face, so that way she's harder to decipher.
I'm not trying to make an argument, but there's no way that jacket's fitting Shamar.
I was gonna sexy mention that, but
Who slammed their desk?
I was thinking, yeah.
Yaka. Yaka.
Okay, so
Fucking
you guys,
Yako, always ruining everything.
you guys.
Quick, I have an idea.
Okay.
And this is because of an item that I have in my inventory that I still do not know why I have it.
Imagine having magic items. Couldn't be me.
No, I have a robe of invisibility.
Girl, what the fuck?
It's in my inventory, and I do not know why I have it.
You know,
And give it to her. Damn.
that seems very useful right about now.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
very useful.
That was Caucasus, bro.
Oh right,
Yup.
I stole that.
Oh yeah.
I was waiting for one of you guys to say to reference him, because I've had that in his inventory for a while. I'm like, is no one gonna use it? That's a wasted item, I guess.
I'm gonna be honest.
Actually
I
remembering something.
I made a custom note to that item saying, "Why do I have this again?"
Even Bapril doesn't remember.
Yeah, this happened before Arkham, so.
Does Baffled let her use it though?
Yeah, I just hand it over to you. Like, I don't need it. I'm not.
I don't think
I'm not
that
wanted.
Baffled's clothes will fit Shamar either, to be honest.
It's
Well,
not
no,
bad.
this was
It's not Bapple's.
It's Colchus's.
Oh,
Yeah, it's Colchus's.
It's Colgus'
I
robe.
stole it.
got
From
it.
his corpse.
Do I
Cute.
do I recognize that this is? Do I recognize that this is Colchus's?
You do,
Is it-
unfortunately,
It
and
might
you
have
noticed.
a scent on it.
Yeah, I will say as well that it does not look like it has been cleaned, as of course there's still stains of blood and some bruising, or not bruising, but like holes in the jacket where it looks like it's either been pierced or has been slashed from what you are looking at all over on this jacket.
Hey, this is the best you're gonna get.
Done
Oh
both.
my god.
And it still has a
Shame-
very dead stench to it.
Shamar will just like pick it up, and like at first she's happy, and then she recognizes what it is, but then she's just like, you just like kind of watch her face like rise and fall in the span of 2 seconds, and she'll just like kind of pull it over her head, but like she kind of looks like she's a million yards away.
Disgusted.
Yeah. Yeah, as you put on, like I said, as you put on the jacket, there is a very strong odor that still resides within the jacket itself. And do not forget as well, a little bit, so metagame, do not forget as well that when you guys killed Colchus, you killed him in a sewer. So I'm not surprised that it still
I thought
smells.
Colchus got burned alive outside of the village.
Well,
Yeah,
when
hey,
they first interrogated him, they interrogated him in a sewer when they
Yeah.
first caught up to him.
Yeah.
So
Needless to say, I stripped him naked and fucking tortured him.
yeah,
I
essentially
wish
is what
that it
happened.
cut out after you said fucking. I really wish.
And I was fucking him.
Game is
Alright.
game.
Caucus. Because
Yeah, he's called Colchus because you can fuck him.
Baffled's a whore. He doesn't judge.
All right, so
Mhm.
you put on the jacket.
Okay.
You put on the cloak, and you're able to become invisible.
Shamar will just like look at them, and she'll just be like, "Are we going to do this thing?"
Well, hopefully we're not going to be in the city for that long, so you won't have to deal with that.
Depending on how
Shamar's-
they.
Yeah, Shamar will just like kind of like shake her head, which no one can see because she's invisible, and she'll just be like, "I'm not. The smell doesn't bother me. It brings back all memories I didn't want
Oh,
to have today."
yeah.
Apologies.
Oh, just think,
Money.
think of happy thoughts. That's what everybody says.
Pretty much, or
Um,
just spend more time around me. You get used to the stench.
Oh,
The stench is not what bothers me. Just let's get it done.
yes. Though, will this detector go off if you go through the gate again?
I mean, it's
Even
not.
with the cloak?
I mean, the detector was most likely due to the magic used by her shadow. Since the robe itself
Mm.
is not an item that just works around that way, I don't think it should. Actually, you know what? I got a good way to test that. I would like to just go alone into the city first, like through the door, and just hold my mace like a bit forward.
Okay.
Dowsing mace.
As you make your way over to the gate and you hold your mace forward, you see that as you bypass, you immediately get that same red light over you, and you see that some of the guards begin to go over you and say, "Sir, I'm gonna need you to stop here, and we need to do a search."
Sure.
You see that they pat you down, and of course they notice, of course, the very magical mace that you have, along with any other magical items that might be in your inventory, or is it just the mace?
Yeah, we have a they find my dragon bone. There's a holy symbol. There's the skull of my brother.
But
Yeah, they find quite a few incriminating things on your body, as they say, "Sir, I'm afraid we're going to have you better searched over here, sir." As they have, as you see that there are what looks like more high-ranking officers that seem to be leading you over to a room on the side.
I turn my head to the others and just hold 2 thumbs up with a smile.
All right. Can I also walk through the gate then?
Do you have any magical items on yourself?
That's a great question.
Oh shit, I gotta check too.
Any magical items that you guys have will be detected by this gate, as you've seen from Baprold. Either magic or magical items that are used near or at the gate will be detected by the gate.
I have a sprig of mistletoe, which is a druidic focus, but I'm not a druid, and I don't know how I got that. So
I have the flute.
But
Yeah.
besides that, I have nothing.
They will detect that you guys have these. They will detect that you
They'll
guys have
detect
these
my
items.
sprig of mistletoe? Oh, hell nah.
It is a focus.
They don't like Christmas.
Literally just a
Oh.
Crazy.
Is it
and
just
that's the next holiday after
Calcus miss.
Thanksgiving.
Calcus miss. Oh my god. Okay, you guys see that? As Baprold is being searched by some of these guards, you see that they pull out like very concerning looking things, like a fucking like a good like dragon bone that's been separated into individual pieces that they're like pulling out from the pouch that that Baprold has. You see that they also pull out a skull that seems to have markings on it. You see that they of course take Baprold's mace as well, as you see that they speak to Baprold a little bit before you see that Baprold turns around to you guys, smiles, gives like 2 thumbs up as you see that Baprold is taken over to a room by the gate.
Oh god. I'm about to get the
I'm not
shit
gonna
beaten out of me.
Well, we're not gonna see it for a while.
well, plan B. Let's you, me, and the Fion. Yes, Fion. You, me, Fion. Let's all go at the same time, so that way it won't be able to detect everyone. And I am invisible, so maybe I can check and see if he's not dead.
Seems like a good idea to me.
Worth a shot.
All right. Well, you two first, and then I will make my wait to decide to see if Bapple is okay.
Fionn will walk through.
And Celeste is gonna walk beside her.
Okay. So you guys.
Shamar will take up the rear.
Okay.
Yup.
So as you guys are, as you guys are walking through, Celeste and Fionn, you guys walk through it. Of course, with the magical items you guys have, you guys are immediately detected as well, and you guys see that a ring, that like a red light, is on all of you guys, but they only see Fionn and Celeste. You see that 4 guards come over, 2 to Celeste, 2 to Fionn. Of course, they are. You see that they look over and they say, "Ma'am, unfortunately, we're going to have you over to the station as we are going to have some of our female guards search you. Can you please make your way over there?"
Do they do that to both of us?
Yes.
Okay.
I'd like some female guards.
Can Fionn can she pull out the sprig of mistletoe and like hold it above her head?
You take out the sprig of mistletoe and you see that the 2 guards next to you immediately take up stance and they say, "Ma'am, we need you to go over to the other station so that we can have a proper search for you with the female guards. Do so quietly, and we won't have a problem here."
It's a fucking sprig of mistletoe.
They don't know that.
They don't go do shit. They don't do.
They know it's a magical item, but they're not familiar with what it does. That's what I'm saying.
They don't know that a mistletoe, when someone stands under the mistletoe, they don't know what that shit is.
Damn, Christmas haters.
They don't celebrate. They don't celebrate Celestmas.
Celeste. It was Colchasmas and not Celestmas.
I changed it to Celestmas because it
Okay.
made more sense.
So
She's
Thank
the
you.
son,
I love
son
it.
of God.
So what now?
I love you.
You guys
Luna. I
are
love it.
in this situation now. What now?
I
Celeste is
was
gonna look
trying
and
to
she raises her head. She's like, "Okay, I think we step off here on the wrong foot. Fionn, I think we should probably go over and explain what it is as they're, searching us."
That would be wise.
All right, I suppose, but I don't have anything magical, so I don't know.
And we understand that, but we need to make sure. So we'll have our female guards do a proper search for you, okay? We'll have you go over to the station.
Gatekeeping magic.
Well,
Trying to
we
keep
don't
it-
want we don't want any foreign magical items that seem to be going into the city, okay? Without proper jurisdiction or any type of documents pertaining to what this item could be. So,
Like crystals.
Fiona's gonna be like Buddy the Elf, where he's trying to convince everybody Santa's real.
oh my god. So
It's ASTRA, miss.
so you guys go so you guys see
If you rearrange the letters in ASTRA, you get Zastra,
God
and
no.
that's pretty damn close
Um,
to Santa.
You guys get taken over to the station with the female guards, and while they are being searched and of course taking out magical items out of their inventories to show as well, Shamar, you are still left here, and as you are standing here, you see that the red light after a good few minutes clicks and it's gone.
Okay, cool. So, I think first thing I'm gonna do is, she wanted to check and make sure that Backrold wasn't getting his ass tortured.
Okay, so you go over towards the gate, where you see that there's like this small door, like this small metal gateway on the side by the gate that you've seen that the guards took Bapril to, and you see that there are 2 guards that seem to be standing over here by this gate. What does he do here?
She just wants to listen in and make sure that again they're not torturing him.
Okay, then we'll cut to Baprold then. Baprold, as you were taken inside over to the area, you see that there are 2 what look like cavalry guards, so they are very heavily armored. But you also see as well that there are 2 other individuals. One that seems to be holding up like a ledger, and then the other one that another one that is standing there, like a regular looking guard. You see that the guy with the ledger looks at you. He says, yes, that one should be all right. Make sure that you get everything finished for that gentleman over there. You the next one that has items on you.
Yeah, hi. So I got stopped here due to some things in my belongings,
Yes.
understandably, are not exactly non-incriminating.
Well, that is up for me to decide. Can you bring in some of the items that you've confiscated from this man? You see that some of the guards go over, and of course they take the bones, the dragon bones, the pieces of dragon bones that make up one whole like rib that they've taken from Bapril's inventory. Of course, they took Linton's skull with the with like these weird insignias on it, and of course they take his mace. And those are like the 3 items that they took from you thus far. And you see that he looks and says, Might I ask, what would you be doing with these particular items, cleric?
So the dragon bone was pretty much just proof of a kill that I had to go through for a quest. That's pretty much just a trophy that I kept because, I mean, you're not gonna meet a dragon every day. The skull is the skull of a tyrant that used to be my brother. Not exactly a nice guy. Had to cleanse him pretty much of his evil doings. Sadly, I was a bit too late. The insignias don't exactly work on that sense. And the mace, you know as much as I do, to be honest. I found this in my travels. It helps with a few things. I've not fully grasped what it does. It's
Well, I'm still very unfamiliar with items like these. Why would they be on your person? The mace, looks to be of cursed artifact lineage. Are you okay?
about as good as I could be. I would like to just show like a healing effect in my arm, like manifesting magical powers still seem to work.
Well,
I don't see any side effects to it.
very well. But of course, we are very concerned with some of the items in your inventory. Are you a merchant by any chance?
Not as of right now.
Right. Well, I'm afraid we will have to confiscate these items, and we will need you to open up the rest of your inventory to show whatever else you have left. Of course, we need to check for any dangerous items you might have on yourself. And after the search, of course, we will have our items confiscated, and you can have them back when you leave the city. We will give you a pass as well to let them know that you have items in our lockers.
Can I debate on if I can keep the mace as long as I keep it in without usage?
You'd need to make a damn good argument to them. Go ahead and give me an argument.
Okay. So, a thing that I need to tell you about the mace that I have learned upon in my travels. Though it has the cursed energy within it, it also has a few unusual benefits. I don't know if you... Has he made contact with it, or has he just like looked at it?
He hasn't made proper contact to it. He's like tapped his like quill on like the feather part of his quill on the on like the handle of the mace, but thus far didn't make proper contact.
So far, I've been one of the few people who has made contact with the mace. So I don't know if these effects are certain to certain people, but it helps me with certain mental issues. You gotta understand, I used to serve in the army. I was actually part of the massacre at Ravenfall.
Oh, well, my condolences.
Needless to say, that doesn't leave good memories. The mace has been weirdly helping with that, blocking certain certain bad memories, be they of undiagnosed PTSD, family trauma, soothing in a sense.
Right. Forgive me, but may I ask your name?
Vaveth Bapril.
Vaveth Bapril. but a moment. You see that he puts a quill into like a inkwell on the table, and you see that with his hand, you see like his hand glows as he starts as the pages start moving on his ledger until it stops to 1, and you see that there's like a small glow to it. Yeah, I'll make it a minute. You see that it shows up to 1, and you see that he does like you see that he looks closer to his ledger. He says, right. Vavith Baprold served in the clerical corps, gone through specialized training. Yes, everything seems to be cleared. And unfortunately, one of the few that had survived the incident at Ravenfall. My condolences. To know that such a veteran is here in our city is honorable. We honor you, dear veteran. Well, very well. If this mace is able to help you, then yes, we will allow you to have this with you. Of course, we are still unknown to the effects of this mace, so any dangerous effects may be seen as an attack on the city. I just ask that you be very careful with your mace. The guards here might take it as a bad thing if they see very dangerous magic being used outside or inside of the city. As for the dragon bone and the skull of your dear brother, forgive me.
You can keep these. I can understand very well that these items don't exactly bring a good picture towards me.
Well, yes.
Supporting you in the sense that you should keep these. Just you do me a favor for now.
Well, yes. Very well then. Yes, there will be no need for a search for the rest of the items in your inventory, and you are free to go. Guards, make sure to put these in the safe lockers, and we will have them ready for our friend here. You see that some of the guards give a salute as you see that they begin putting these into like sacks, and you see that they're, you see these sacks have like these weird magical symbol, like weird magical sigil on it. As you see that one of the guards hands you back your mace, you see that the guy with the ledger says, "Forgive me for the check. We've had many instances of dangerous individuals entering the city. We just need to make sure that there are no problems with some of the merchandise. As of recently, we've had very troubling news with some of our merchants passing away on the roads due to some very dangerous boogeyman out there in the world. I just pray that he does not end up here in ASTRA Coast by any means. We pride ourselves in making the best of our people, and hopefully that won't come to an end soon. Forgive me, I'm rambling. You should be on your way. I believe you were here with 2 other people. Some of the guards said that you were here with 2 other people, correct?
Correct.
Very well. Yes, you may make your way out now. Forgive the intrusion on your inventory, sir.
No problem. Thank you for your service.
Of course. Thank you. And thank you for your service, as he gives you a small salute as well, as you make your way out. And Shamar, that was the entire interaction that you've heard. As you back away from the door, as you see that some of the guards give a nod to you, Baprold, and you make your way out. Of course, missing the dragon bone and Linton's skull, but, you still got your mace and everything with you.
Shamar will just follow after him then.
Okay. We'll cut to Celeste and Fionn. So Celeste and Fionn, as Baprold was having his whole thing over there on the other side. You guys are brought over to like a small tent, and you see that there seems to be like 2 female guards that are standing out front, and you see that the guards go over and they say, "We need proper inspection of these 2 ladies here. May you?" And you see that the 2 female guards nod as you see that the male guards leave, and you see that both the female guards open up the tent for you to see that there are 2 ladies in there, one that looks up to be like a nun from a church, as well as another female guard that's in there, and she doesn't have her helmet on, so you can see her face. As she looks at you, she says, "Okay, so I believe you're the 2 ladies that need to be searched. Please stand right here. Leave your stuff over there in the basket on the side, and we will do a proper search for you, okay?"
Celeste is gonna look at the nun. She's like, "What's up, sister?" And she's gonna
What's
She's
up, sister? It's crazy.
What's up, sister? Yeah, she's a sister.
Are these
Um,
people wearing Kingsguard uniforms?
No,
Okay, interesting.
none of them have an insignia of the Kingsguard, nor are they wearing any type of clothes or any type of like colors that would match anything of the Kingsguard that you know of.
And Celeste is gonna she's gonna just remove her jacket now and everything. And then you see that she just takes her sword, she sets it aside, she's like, wait, hold on, I have another one. She grabs the other sword, sets it aside, and grabs the other sword, sets it aside, and then she's like, I think that's everything.
Fiona will do roughly the same song and dance. She keeps like pulling out darts out of her bag because that's what she mainly uses, and there's like 10 of them that she pulls out, followed by daggers and longbows and arrows.
Okay.
And it's like, I think oh my fuck!
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh my fuck.
Someone from that I used to know just texted me, and I saw it on Discord. It scared me. Oh my god. Okay, sorry.
Go ahead.
That was such a genuine raw reaction.
Holy fuck.
But yeah, she just like she keeps pulling all of the stuff out of her bag, and there's a fuck ton of weapons that she just keeps pulling out, and then she's like, okay, I think I've gotten everything. I think.
Oh. Well, you ladies seem to be very armed to the teeth. Whew. Very. Wow.
Listen, man, it's a rough world out there.
I know that, sister.
Yes, I'm protecting people is good.
Yeah. Well, we're going to need to log in some of these items into our lockers here, so I hope you don't mind, but we're going to be taking a quick look at some of these items, okay?
But of course.
Okay. You see that the nun nods to both of you as if to signaling that you guys should follow her as you guys are taken out of the tent, along with a bunch of other ladies who are also waiting for other items of theirs to be fully checked out. And you see that the nun gestures you to the small waiting area with other women here.
Do you think we're gonna get our items back when we try to leave the city?
You see that the nun nods. She says, "Yes, you will be given a small slip, and you are to return this to the people to make sure that you get your items back when you are leaving our lovely city."
I understand that, but I've heard that a lot of cities have been dealing with like perilous events. Isn't it quite dangerous to disarm your people?
Oh no, these are merely just searches. We're not going to fully discard you of your weaponry. We just need to make sure there are no contraband within your items. Forgive me, but unfortunately we've had many smugglers entering our lovely city. So please, remain here for but a few moments and we will get back to you as soon as we can, okay?
Have you been doing the same level of thorough searches on the carts that have been entering? Particularly the ones relating to the King's Guard?
Well, those ones are taken care of by certain guards here. Us who work at the gate are not allowed to...
King's Guardmen?
You mean Sir Frederick?
Unfortunately.
Sorry, Court Wizard Frederick. I've known him personally, but unfortunately we've grown distant. Yes.
You should look into the groups he's associating with. I think that they have got more than enough contraband to make up for every woman in this room.
Well, unfortunately, we are not able to do anything about that. That is unfortunately a position that we are not able to check. Though I wish that we have better searches here.
What I'm hearing is that the people of privilege are getting just that, and you're unable to check them, so for all you know, they could be smuggling lots of contraband into the city and disrupting your own people's lives, just as you're disrupting mine and every other person you've searched today.
I have sensed some hostility, but please do note that unfortunately here we are not able to do searches of that matter. Classified searches are made with certain individuals here at the gate. Unfortunately, we
with
are
the
not
certain
able to.
individuals who are part of the King's Guard and are going to let things pass through that are not supposed to.
Well, who are we to say? We're only but gate watchers here. And you see that you hear one of the ladies in the back say, just leave it, just leave it. We're not gonna do anything different anyway. Anything you do here, Fiona?
Is the other guard in here?
Yeah. Oh, hold on. 1 second. 1 second. Vici and Milo are fucked up. 1 second.
Guys, my bedtime alarm just went off.
Fiona has to go to sleep now.
No, Fiona actually, she'll go into a trance and I'll have her use that time to gain proficiency in a skill.
Anyone here play Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance?
I did not play that game, but did I ever show you the plush that my friend bought me?
No, but I was gonna say she's just gonna Lino's pretty much just gonna do that. The mechanic just one person goes to sleep, another takes control.
Me as fuck. No, my phone is like goes on sleep mode because I usually go to bed like because I have to wake up early for my job. My fucking stupid job that I hate. I just sent it in the group. I think I've sent it before, but look at my king.
Yeah, you show him daughters, yeah.
My son.
Little creature.
The creature feature.
Featuring the creature.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry. So after a few minutes of waiting over at the waiting area with a few of the ladies as well, you hear the footsteps and you see that the nun has come back to gesture you guys to follow.
I follow her.
Celeste?
Celeste. Oh, yeah, she does too.
You see that you guys make your way back up into the tent, and you see that your guys' stuff are neatly put into these individual backpacks that have these markings of warnings on them. And you see that the female guard that's there, she says, "We searched everything here, and everything seems to be of order. Of course, you have magical items here, but we are going to make sure that you still have them on you. We just have to make sure that if you're going to have your magical items with you, you need to put them in these particular bags that have warnings on them, just to make sure that in case anything gets stolen, we know what might have gotten stolen. We have also put it in our ledger here, so you guys are able to take it with you. Here are your slips as well, as there have been a couple items that we'd had to confiscate from you. I am severely sorry about that." As you see that she hands both of you slip.
What items got confiscated? Did my fucking sprig of mistletoe get fucking confiscated?
That was the only one that got that got confiscated.
I'm gonna actually oh my god. I'm gonna crash the fuck out. It's a literal sprig of mistletoe that I shouldn't even have because I'm not a druid. I'm not a druid in any way. So how do I have a druidic focus? Like
and that, yeah.
Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking crash out. I want my sprig of mistletoe. That was gonna be my line to hit on the fucking ladies in this town. I'm gonna crash out.
Was that the whole
Listen,
thing?
that means you can be
under the mistletoe.
Yes.
That means you can be more creative.
You're going for when you put it above your head.
Riz.
That's what I
Riz. Let me.
What is Celeste get confiscated?
The items that got confiscated from you, Celeste, the items that got confiscated were the scimitar, and the pulsating orb.
Cool. So not the flute, right?
The flute, Severin, your Hydra Tooth blade, along with everything else is still in your inventory. Yes.
Cool. Okay.
Yep. So they hand you these bags, or not these bags. They hand you these kind of like bags of holding, but it doesn't seem like they hold up a lot of space as it's only for this, specific items in there. So they hand you guys these and they say, "Here you go. Please enjoy our lovely city of Estragos." As the female guard gives you a smile and opens up the tent for you guys to go out of the tent back into the city.
Well, off we go, I guess. And then she
Took
heads
away
out.
my mistletoe.
You'll get it back.
Don't forget as
What
well
did
that
it
you guys have slips of paper that have like written on them specifically what items have been confiscated. So you guys need to make sure to hold on to that, and of course, not lose it, or else you guys won't be able to get your items back, whatever's got confiscated. So
what if will they be compensating me if my mistletoe does not get proper care and dies?
Probably.
That's good.
Yep. As you guys make your way out, and you guys also see that Baprold is waiting over by like a small shop, as he seems to just be like leaning over on a wall waiting for you guys. As you guys approach, you guys see like you guys see Shamar like peek her head out just a few moments just to confirm that you guys are here as well.
I'm guessing everything went well for you.
Hey, I got to keep my mace. That's pretty
You
much a
got to
30%
keep your
win rate.
mace, but I didn't get to keep a fucking mistletoe.
What's so important about the mistletoe? It's just a plant.
You'd be surprised how
It's-
far people can go when they fucking abuse PTSD.
It's a mistletoe. It's just a little plant.
4.
I could use it to make herbs, and she has an herbalism kit, so she could make herbs and
Out of it.
spices out of mistletoe. Actually, mistletoe is really poisonous. Do not eat that shit.
Noted.
Just don't.
Like, do not eat mistletoe, bro.
Don't.
Do not eat the berries off of mistletoe. That shit's really poisonous. You will fucking die.
Noted.
But she wanted to. Yeah, Sailor said it best.
Okay, now, since we have that whole debacle partially finished,
Where
seems-
to now?
seems to be that this whole town has a bit of a security issue. Heard something about merchants disappearing, there being some sort of boogeyman on the merchant lines.
I
I'm
hope
just
they
making
get.
sure that this town doesn't have any issues, but
Did they happen to
Jim-
mention if the people were the King's Guards merchants that have been coming into town?
didn't inquire on that.
Shamar will take out the little green crystal with like the crystal with the green glowy thing inside, and like she'll just like kind of hold it out for everybody to see, and she'll just kind of point out. She'll just be like, "I could not say for certain who is getting abducted here, but are not the crystals that I have seen either growing on the side or growing out of the ground in Redgrave."
I've been meaning to inquire on that. They questioned us on apparently our weapons and your mistletoe, but they didn't inquire on those crystals. Like those they let through, which is quite serious if you think about it.
I did inquire about that with
Considering
the.
that we've not
No.
seen this glow before, I don't know why there's their field would not pick something like this up. It seems rather floppy, so tuned.
It's suspicious, considering the fact that, well, if you see a weird glowing crystal, you might as well inquire what it is, unless you have a specific use for it.
Indeed, that was my question. Why do they seem so comfortable with the crystals?
If you think back at it, from the last time the King's Guard took us to a place with those crystals, they were mining those too.
It's almost
Not
as
to
if
mention
they
the fact
have
that
a
they left as soon as we
connection.
were alive.
Can I roll like an arcana check or an investigation check on the crystal?
Do give me an investigation check.
I'd like the guidance that I'd be checking as well.
Oh, I heard a woo and she cut off.
No, sorry. Hold on. Let me add the D4 from guidance to my roll.
Your mic peaked right there, so it like cut your voice off midway through the woo.
Sorry. 14. I got a 14 with guidance.
14. You notice that as you are looking at this crystal, you can see almost like the outline of somebody's face inside of that crystal, like in like a spherical shape. You can see like an outline of somebody's face in there that seems to be quiet. It's like they're sleeping.
Shamar will just like kind of try and pull everybody down like an alley so that way they won't be as visible. And then huh?
Something fell. I don't know who did that. Who was that?
Oh,
My glasses fell off my head.
Bruh.
Oh.
Alright. Oh, sorry, do you continue?
yeah, Shamar's just gonna like try and pull everybody kind of into like an alley next to the shop that they're in to just kind of be able to show them more without being seen.
So in said alley.
Yeah, in said alley, she'll just like kind of like try and put it up to Baprold's eye, and she'll try to show him the outline of the face and like the sleeping face inside, and she'll just kind of show it to him and be like, do you see that? Is that the person?
This has very troubling implications if it is.
It looks like they're sleeping. But what happens when they awaken?
I'd probably be more concerned what happens if the crystal breaks.
I'd be more concerned as to who that is, personally. There's no way somebody wanted to fall asleep in a crystal.
And quick question: how big is that crystal? Is it just like big as a palm of a hand?
Yeah, it is about as big as the palm of Shamar's hand. From what you guys are looking at.
Does Shamar have big ass hands or tiny hands? Because
Big-ass
We're not getting into the implication.
the big ass hands. Her hands could be as big as someone's head. Like,
Bruh,
She built like the Hulk.
that's wild.
Their hands are as
in
big
my
as
head,
Hulk's head.
Shamar is built like the fucking Hulk. Okay.
God.
That's my head.
That would imply that the robe of invisibility would only cover your head.
That also true as
Let's
well.
not- Let's just say she's crouching, like the solid snake crouch.
Oh my god. Alright, well, I mean, hey, that works too.
She's just solid snake crouch.
Okay, but if it's in this relatively small, I don't care about the size. Crystal. That was a wagon full of it.
There was also a seal on the box of the crystal. I could only grab one out of them. And there were bigger crystals inside.
Do you happen to remember what the seal looks like?
Kingsguard. Crown with the sword.
Crown with
Well.
the sword.
I
Is
would-
that anything that Celeste or Babril would know?
I would
It's
like to.
the Kingsguard.
Yeah, it's the Kingsguard. She just said the Kingsguard insignia. We know what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would like to check if I can recognize the person in, like the face of the person inside the crystal.
You don't even need to check for this. This doesn't look like anybody that you'd recognize. Not somebody inherently close to Baprold or anyone that had any interaction with him before. It just looks like a regular person that's just inside of it.
Oh, this is a
Wait,
faceless
I have a-
nobody.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Is this one of the faces of the despondent people that were mining the crystals back in Redgrave?
Can you give me a history check?
Oh, fuck me in the ass, yeah.
I'll
If he
guidance
means
that.
yes.
Yay,
lucky you in
guidance!
case.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay. Okay, that's an 18, and then let me roll guidance.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
All right, so that's a 20, plus a 4, so that's a 24.
This indeed is one of those people that was whining. And to be a bit more specific, this was the person that you took their eye out.
Whoa.
Damn, lucky me, I guess. Shamar will just she'll look at it and she'll scramble for her pocket for a moment and she'll take out their eye and she'll just be like, Baffled. This was one of the people mining in Great Grave.
You took
This is
their
their
eye?
Let me rephrase
Well-
Runswick.
Oh, this is one of the people in the Brunswick. Look at the seal on the eye. And
Yeah.
she'll kind of show him where there's the small seal of the Kingsguard on their eye.
Yep. You see a brightly, not bright, but you can see a small insignia of a small purple glowing insignia embranded into the eye itself.
Hmm. Okay. 3 thoughts occur here. I have 3 ideas of how this could have gone. Since we know that they disappeared after we met the oh so gracious Mr. Werfer again. Number 1, they are still the zombies that they are, since they were fine with you taking their eye. Number 2, mining makes them lose their body in some sort of way, or makes them pay for something, because ain't no way that they're using normal people for that. I don't... Doesn't add up. This doesn't add up.
Or number 3, they took these people and somehow put them in the crystal. They are asleep, which would explain why they were so despondent. Yes?
Well,
They are sleepwalking in a sense. Not quite there. They cannot
Well,
feel what is going on to them.
well, I personally have a theory.
Do tell.
Yes?
Well, this could be a soul's gem, or soul's crystal. Wouldn't be surprised if somehow they managed to just transport all of their souls into the crystals and made them into mindless zombies to do any command as they did.
So this
That-
pretty much, if that theory is correct, this is that whole carriage was pretty much just a security package. If we follow the idea of the fact that if this is a crystal of one of the servants, I think in the other crystals should be the rest of them.
And also, too, I wonder why soul gems are so valuable. Especially.
Quick question, Cube. Can I
Yes.
do a history check to know if Babril at some point in time saw the price of a soul gem in certain marketplaces?
Do give me a history check. I will tell you this is a DC 20 history check.
I will guidance my ass.
Can I give him the help action?
That is a free.
Can I give him advantage on it because I'm giving him the help action?
No, I'll expend a lucky charge for you, Baprold.
Okay, that works.
Thank you.
Because I was gonna say I need an
So-
explanation of how you would help Baprold remember something from his own past. But it lucky if you will also work. So re-roll it.
Nat fucking
you know,
20.
just like,
What is it?
Nat fucking 20.
Ooh, right.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So-
Thank you.
So before Baprold, you do have some modicum of a recollection of a time that there was a time that one of your prize maces had broke. This was before, of course, you were sent out to Ravenfall. One of your prize maces had broke in a recent excursion, so unfortunately you had to go to an armory shop and go buy a new one. As you were there, you noticed that there were these weird glowing crystals that they were advertising that you can buy, and you remembered that the prices for it was 7,500 gold apiece.
Damn. A piece of me is telling me we should sell this stone. another part is telling me to shut up.
Listen to the part that tells you to shut up. We're not selling somebody in a stone,
Duly noted.
especially not when they cannot say anything. Shamar will kind of like turn. Oh, actually, can Shamar use message on the person in the stone to see if she can talk to them?
As you try to cast message, you don't feel a connection to because usually when you use message and talk to somebody through message, you usually would feel that there would be a connection that would catch on to from the other person. You don't feel a connection that seems to be catching on from this person inside the gem.
Are they dead?
Who knows?
I doubt it.
From what you're looking at, you're seeing the face of somebody who looks to be asleep or dead. How to properly tell?
So they're in
it
a
seems.
limbo.
Yeah, to put it a bit more accurately, they're in a kind of like a limbo state.
Shamar will just like kind of turn around, somewhat horrified, and she'll just be like, I can't speak to them. Not even in their minds. It's like they're not even there.
This could have something to do with the implications of that stone. We don't know what. We don't know what part of the person is in there. Their soul? Is it just their consciousness?
And
overall, this could just be like a projection.
I don't know. Projection seems a little foggy for what we're seeing. It feels. Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I'll let you finish that one. Finish that last bit of note.
Nah. Shamar will just like kind of like hold it out and she'll just be like, I saw this man, his body at least, hacking away at crystals, and now here he is, in a stone. I don't think it can be a mere illusion at this point. Whatever the Kingsguard did to put them inside of this cannot be something that simple as an illusionary trick. Why would they do that? Wouldn't that be more suspicious?
The Kingsguard is
someone
some groups of assholes. I wouldn't put it past them.
Well, I mean, I don't doubt that they're jackasses, but think about it. Think about it for a moment. What would they stand to gain from showing these illusions on the crystals? Especially since they're trying to be so secretive with what they're doing with them. Especially since when we were in Brunswick, they did not want us near the prisoners. They did not want us near the crystals. They wanted us to investigate something, but then by the time we were there, they left. It feels less like they wanted us there to investigate, more like they just wanted us away.
They wanted to distract us.
Could be a case.
I will duly note, as you guys are listening here, you guys hear a bunch of commotion as you guys hear mini explosions. And as you guys go out and check, you see that there are what looks like magical fireworks that seem to be shooting off into the sky.
Oh, thank God.
Making different making different shapes in the sky. As you guys hear a bunch of clapping and loud music that seems to be playing not too far from you guys.
Can I roll for a panic attack?
If you want, you could, yeah.
Okay, I'll just roll a d20.
I will tell you that this DC will be a DC 15.
Oof.
Okay, that's a 3.
Oof.
Baprold, as you hear these mini explosions, you immediately spring to action and immediately grab your mace and you rush over to like the entrance of the alleyway and immediately start looking for any hostiles that are near you, only to see that in the sky you see these bright colored little glimmers of light that seem to be making different shapes of things in the sky. As you hear a bunch of music and loud clappings and fun having at a place not too far from you guys. Actually, you can actually see it from where you guys are at the alley. You guys see that there seems to be a very large gathering at the Estrago City Square over at the courtyard.
Oh God. Gentrification?
Gentrification.
Gentrification
That
is
is a big
wild. Oh
That
my
is a
god.
big issue.
You
Oh.
So she's gonna look. She's like, "Oh, I haven't seen fireworks in a while, actually."
I don't think
Tamar is
Fionn
just
knows what
yeah. I don't
fireworks
think.
are.
Yeah, I think if Shamar has seen fireworks, it's only been in passing when she was killing someone.
That's nice.
You are
Yep.
killing people during fireworks?
maybe a
She used to
couple
be an
times.
assassin.
Yep. Don't forget
Ah,
that
right.
history. So you guys have decided. Well, what is the decision here? As you guys see that there seems to be a lot of fun having not too far from you guys.
Well, I suggest maybe to not draw ourselves from being suspicious. We should mingle with the crowd.
I think I will leave the mingling to you. Less people who know my face, the better.
I mean,
I'll
you
stay
can
here
still
with.
partake. You can still partake it with the rope of invisibility.
No, I don't think I want to risk being found out and captured, considering they happen to think I'm some sort of evil creature. I don't know. I'd rather not find out what I have to do to get out of an Estragosian jail cell. Better
Fair
for
enough.
them, better for me.
Then I just
probably
suggest
booze.
you stick to rooftops. Get out the area. We'll
That is what I was already planning. I'll gather intel, you mingle.
There's probably booze.
I do love
Baffrock
booze.
has disappeared to the nearest pub.
You know that meme? I was thinking that meme of that guy that he puts up like a peace sign and he slowly dissipates. That's what I was thinking of Baffrock. You see Baffrock put up a peace sign as he hears Celeste say there's booze. You see that he puts up a peace sign and he just disappears. He disappears from sight.
Celeste just sighs. She's like, "Let's make you to follow."
Yep.
And she goes to the pub that he entered.
And
Bartender, I need a bucket of the strongest shit you have. I will pay you 10 gold so I can beat the shit out of your local bard.
And with that, for everybody here in Estragos, you guys have decided to mingle and get information about the city of Estragos. With here, we will cut with the people from Estragos to the people going to Navine. Eric, Zoro, Karuni, and Mercurio. So there, near Lethal, you guys make your way over to Navine. And of course, same thing that's kind of happening over in Estragos. There seems to be a line of merchants outside of the gate of Navine. However, there doesn't seem to be a very big line. But you don't. But as you guys get closer, you guys see that there are a lot of guards that seem to be overlooking some of the like. Wait, hold on. I need to get there. You go. You guys see that there are a lot of guards that seem to be watching over a lot of the wind farms here that are going to be used for making grain. As you guys get closer, you guys see that of course there is a lot of the bickering from some of the merchants you guys hear as you guys are trying to make your way closer to the gate of Navine. How will you guys approach this?
Do you think they will let demons in?
I'm about to find out.
I'm not too keen on it.
No, I was asking in character.
Not too keen on it.
Karuni looks over and she's like, think they'll let elves in?
Yeah.
You're more believable. I mean, all three of you are. I don't know how we're gonna get me in.
Well,
I've got it.
I mean, we could probably find some way.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I've got this.
Alright.
I'm just gonna rush into the shadow plane and take out one of the spell scrolls from way back. He's going to use the transmutation spell scroll and give it alter self.
Oh, okay. A little bit of a nice differing of that. Okay. So you're able to create a self transmutation spell, and you're able to change how you look. So,
To Zoro.
all right. Zoro, you're handed a scroll from Eric.
What's this?
It'll change how you look.
I don't want that though. I like how I look.
Nobody else does. At least not in the city.
Aw.
I think what Eric is trying to say is that if you use the spell, it's temporary for you to get in without getting questioned as to why you're here as a demon.
Ah. You know, Eric, you could learn something from Karuni. Anyway, alright. Alright, I guess.
That's crazy.
All right.
Zoro.
Go ahead.
Well, sorry, I was gonna say Zoro will go ahead and just look at it. So what am I supposed to do with it?
Just cast
You
the spell.
just
It's easy as reading the words from the paper.
Okay, cool. He's gonna read the words in the paper and cast it.
Make sure you envision what you want to look like. So long as it's human in nature.
I got you, brother. He's gonna go ahead. He's gonna transform into a very, I guess, kind of tallish human.
I
Um,
I actually had this one. I actually had this one planned. So
you know,
for
go ahead. Go ahead.
for Zoro, what he looks like when he uses the self transmutation, he looks exactly like himself. Only difference being is that his skin is more human colored. You see that is more peach. You see that his horns are gone, and you also notice that his teeth that usually like come out of his that like his very long fangs look more normal now. And you see that his hooves have transformed into proper feet. And you also see as well that his eyes also now have proper irises now that you look at him.
None of that is true. He looks like handsome Shrek from Shrek 3.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was
I love-
envisioning when I did that. That's kind
I
of
love how
envisioning
you
that.
didn't even mention. I love how you didn't even mention the wings. He now looks like a
Oh, yeah.
completely normal giant human with fucking wings.
I forgot to mention as well. Yes, the wings are also gone as well. So,
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
I have toes.
and it's with this you can actually feel.
Wiggling your toes
Yeah,
around.
you can actually feel the wind and everything like a normal human now. You can actually feel what
Whoa.
normal humans feel now, for a time.
Y'all are this cold all the time. What the fuck?
That's why we have
That's
socks.
crazy. I don't know, man. I like the way they look though.
Not to mention as well that some of the grass, since your feet are not exactly used to it, some of the grass seems to be like prickling your feet and everything as well.
What the fuck? Zoro is just gonna walk a little bit. He's kind of just get used to the feeling of having feet instead of hooves.
Yeah, it kind of hurts the nerves on your feet. It feels as if you're like stepping on needles as you're walking around. But after a good few minutes, you're able to get used to the feeling a little bit.
Yeah.
See that Mercurial looks always like, wow, you're still just as tall as a human. Wow. You would be really dangerous in an army, I will say.
I'm already am dangerous.
Well, that's fair.
And quite a handsome fella. I bet you get all the ladies this way.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Please.
I mean, listen, if he goes to a local bar, I'm pretty sure everybody will be all over him.
If we're all done slobbering on his knob, we should get going.
It's your
Yeah.
turn, Eric.
He
Pay
wants
the
Eric to
kite.
go next.
Hey, the Kuiper!
He wants Eric to go next. It's crazy. All right, so you guys make your way over to the city gate now, and you guys see that there seems to be some merchants that are talking to some of the guards at the city gate, and you see that you guys see that they the guard lets them through, and you see that they take the whole carriage into the city, and you see that they look over and say, "Next," and you guys are up next. As you guys approach, you guys see that there is you guys look over it. You guys see that some of the guards are looking at you and say, "Documents and identification, please."
Bring Brigadier General Eric Whitley.
Any credentials?
Look at me. I'm him.
I'm afraid we're gonna have to get
Cooney,
Good.
Cooney realizes that she doesn't really have an ID or anything, and in a fit of panic, she's like, "I'm his wife."
I can attest to that.
Okay.
And
I take out my seal of the church.
He ordained the wedding.
so you are with the
They
Church
just
of
got
Astra.
back from the wedding.
So from the Church of Astra. From where?
Fortuna.
4 tuna cans.
Well,
Tuna.
would you mind stepping over here onto the side, sir? We need to do a proper search. As for you, ma'am, we have a area for you as well to also be searched. For you, as he looks over at you, Zoro, he has to like look up. He's like, for you, sir, you also will need to be searched. You see Mercurio goes up. He's like, oh, whoa, hold up now. Listen, all right. I know this seems like a little weird, but you know we're a part of the army before. I mean, I'm assuming you served, right? You see how the guy looks like, I have, yes. You served when? You see, it looks like, we served. I don't know where he served, as he points at Eric. He's like, I don't remember his position, but I just remember that I worked with him. But I do remember, right? Now, we were there at Ravenfall. Does that have any modicum of something here? He's like, oh, so you were there during the fall, ironically enough, of Ravenfall. He's like, yeah, we were there. It wasn't pretty, kinda. You see, it looks like, well, if what you say is true, we will have to get somebody here to verify your identification through a ledger. Give us but a few moments and we will get somebody to verify your identities. You see that he has you stand off to the side as you see that a couple more carriages get searched and go through the gate. And about a good maybe hour and a half later, you see that the guard comes back with somebody who's carrying a ledger now. Yes, hour.
Wow.
But you see that the same guard that was with you at the gate comes back with somebody who has a ledger. And you see that he has a monocle. He says, yes, I believe you are... Eric with a K, correct? As he points his quill at you. Yes. And you, Mercurio, you have also served. Very well. I'm unfamiliar with you two. As he points over at as he points his quill over at a human Zoro and Karuni. As he says, do you neither of you have identification?
That is not important. They're with us, and that is all that matters.
Unfortunately, in the city of Navine, we require identification as such, but if you require identification, we will gladly provide it to you. Of course, we will have a process for you to go through and get your identifications. Are you all right with that?
We do not have time to go to customs right now.
I'm sorry, sir, but unfortunately, we'd have to do this per requirement. Unfortunately, if you are to enter our lovely city of Navine.
Karina just shakes her head. She's like, "It's fine, really. It's we'll go through the process."
Yes.
Zoro?
Yes, and if you are adventurers, we will happily be able to expedite this process to make it faster. It will only be taking but a few moments, of course.
Oh well,
I thought you said that
we're
it was an hour.
well, we're expert adventurers actually. So
We are indeed in dire need of adventurers, so having adventurers of yourselves register with our lovely city will help us greatly. Thank you. Please, this way. As he guides you over to like a small area where there seems to be a guard sitting there with a book, and you see that there's like a small plate that has like a liquid in it. As you see that the guard that's there has a paintbrush. You see he dips it in the liquid inside that plate. He says, your finger, please.
Whose?
Whichever one wants to go first.
Which one?
He's looking at Karuni and you and Karuni. He's like,
No, I mean like which finger?
Whichever finger you want, sir.
He's gonna give him his pinky.
You see that he like brushes on like at the tip of your finger, that he like brushes on this small bit of ink, and he says, we're gonna have to take a little bit of blood from you. Is that okay?
A little bit of blood, you say?
Yes. You see that he pulls out just like a small sewing needle. It's like, we just need to take a small bit of blood just to make sure that we have you properly identified with your adventurer's license. You are adventurers, correct?
We are, yes. However, can I talk to the side for a second?
You wish to speak with your companions?
No, you in particular.
Very well. What would you have need of speak of, sir?
I have a question. Is there any prejudice in this place?
Prejudice?
Well,
To...
I guess anybody outside of humans.
Anyone outside of humans?
Yes, I mean elves, dwarves, maybe demons.
Well, we've had dealings with dwarves from a faraway land, but they are very far and few between. I have yet to see an elf myself, but I don't doubt that there would be any type of prejudice, I wouldn't think.
Amazing. All right, here you go. And he's gonna go ahead and give him his pinky again.
Okay, you see that he like pricks the spot that he painted on your finger, and you see that he puts a drop. You see that he allows the sewing needle to get like a small drop of blood to just like hit this like small little metal plaque, and you see that as your blood reacts with this metal plaque, you see that your name starts to inscribe on it, and the blood dries. And you see that they wipe off the dried blood and like wash it a little bit, and you see that a small silver plaque has your name on it, Zoro. As he hands you the plaque, he says, "Your adventurer's tag, sir."
Ah, thank you. You got my good side. Thank you.
All right, ma'am, finger, please.
Kurita just gives the index finger.
Okay, and you see that he does the same process where he puts ink on the tip of your finger, and then he like pricks it, and then he gets again another small silver plaque, and you see that as the blood goes on it, you see that it reacts, and it says Karuni on it, and you see that he dries, or as the blood dries, he wipes it, washes it, and then he hands it to you. He says, "Your adventurer's tag, ma'am."
Ooh. She grabs it and walks back to her. She's like, "I got a plaque now."
Yeah, adventurers usually get plaques like that in some of the major cities, but Navine is the only one that does something like this. Other cities just like give you like a small, stupid little piece of paper. Personally, I like Navine because, you know, they got this cool process. I just wish every other city had it, but, you know, it is what it is, I guess. Are we free to go? You see, he looks over at the guy and says, yes. As he's looking through the ledger, he's like, yes, so your guys' names have been imprinted in the ledger of visiting our city. Welcome to our lovely city of Navine, and I hope you enjoy your visit here.
Thank you. What is your name?
Oh, me? The name is Douglas, sir.
Douglas. I'll keep you in mind. Remember this face if you can. I'm pretty sure we'll be seeing again soon.
Okay. Well,
you have yourself a good day now, sir. And he's gonna go ahead and walk.
You too. You see that Mercurial looks over. He's like, all right. Well, I want to go ahead and just go visit the city. I'm tired. All that walking we did just got me wanting to go to a tavern. As he's stretching while he's walking. Leaving Karuni and Eric.
Rooney's just mesmerized by the plaque.
I'm off to do actual work now. I'm gonna go investigate. Terrible.
Okay.
Yaka, I can't hear you though.
Yeah, your voice is like very low. I had you turned up a bit, but it's still very low on Discord. That's a bit better.
There you go.
That's a bit better, yeah. Okay, so you guys
You
make.
can hear me every time I smack my desk.
So now that you guys are here in Navine, you guys walk through and you guys see that the city street is bustling with a lot of like small shops that pertain to different pastries, bakeries. You also see that there are some places like warehouses that look like there would be lots of like grain stored, and of course you see that there are a lot of people in the city. You guys see that the city is very populated, a lot of life here, kids running around having fun. Of course, there's a lot of taverns here that are advertising like these new alcoholic drinks that they're serving and everything. As you see that Mercurio is like infatuated with a lot of these taverns that are advertising these new drinks. I don't know. I guess enthralled or something. I don't know what word would be. Essentially, he's excited. He's excited over the fact that all of these like taverns are serving these like new drinks that he's never heard of before. As you guys are like walking through the city, kind of getting like an idea of what the city looks like and everything. What is it that the party does here?
Celeste would have definitely loved all of this.
It's a shame she didn't come.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, hey, I understand that she likes magic, but going to Estragos is a bit far. But you know, she's got her reasonings. I'm not gonna question it.
And you're okay with it?
Well, yeah. Am I not supposed to be?
No, that's fine.
Just don't care then.
Well,
I'm sure he does.
well, she wanted to go somewhere. I'm not gonna tell her to go with me. If she wants to go somewhere, she can. And besides, she's with Shamar, Fionn, and Baprold. So I mean, what's the worst that can happen, right?
The least qualified bunch I could think of.
Those being.
You literally just fucking said it. Are you stupid?
Nah, I don't understand either. What makes them unqualified?
Yeah. What do you mean? I mean, they're good at fighting, and they protect Celeste anyway. So what's the point? I mean, I trust them with my life.
Drunk.
Huh?
Oh, don't mind Eric. He's just a bit of a worrywart.
And a complete stranger.
You just miss your little sister.
I mean, they're not strangers to us if you really think about it. Oh, hey! You see that he looks over, he's like, Zoro. It says that tavern's got a new that tavern's got a new alcohol mixed with white lightning. Ooh, that sounds pretty damn good right now.
You know, this tavern seems to have some very interesting detail that we might find very needed for our operation. I think me and Mercurio are gonna go scope it out real quick.
I think so too. You see that both of you look at each other and nod as you guys make your way into the tavern.
I hate you.
Eric, Karuni?
Well, I'm gonna go actually investigate.
All right, so then we'll continue with Eric and Karuni first. So, as for where you guys are going, where is it that you guys are going to go in the city?
Well, just gonna see if I can't find any of the carts. If we can't intercept anywhere that's like being vended, or supplied, or whatnot.
Okay. So you're gonna take a look around in the city. What are your passive perceptions, Celeste and Karuni and Eric?
18.
Un momento. Karuni has a 20.
Holy shit! That's pretty high perception.
Okay.
And passive.
Yep, and it's passive as well. So as you guys are walking throughout the city, trying to look for any of these carts or any type of insignias that would catch your eye, Karuni, you notice that as you guys are walking through and you guys turn a corner, you immediately back up and pull Eric back to this corner as well. And you guys look over and you guys see Decimus and his crew in the city. That seems to be over at a very large looking office area that has like a big like area where they have carriages, and you notice that there is a carriage full of crystals there as Decimus and his crew seem to be waiting around, and the wizard that was there with them is talking to somebody.
Small world.
Unfortunately, so.
What does you guys
I
do
guess
here?
I'm not sure I want to go through it.
can probably sneak over to the cart and sneak in and grab and see what's up.
Do you have a means by which you can do that?
I have faith in myself.
I don't have faith in me. I'm one to make an entrance.
I know you do. But in this case, making an interest is
Yes,
probably
do you
not.
have anything to help with that?
Oh. Mm. Yes, I do.
To cut off a bit, you guys hear one of the guards yelling, and he says, "God damn it! This is bullshit!" As you see, as you guys look over, it seems that there are a couple guards seem to be playing a card game. And he says, "You fucking cheated, and you can't fucking tell me otherwise. Give me my fucking gold, you piece of shit." You see that the other guy's like, "That's your fault because you chose poorly, okay? So maybe if you chose properly, you wouldn't have lost out on 40 gold. That's your fault, fucking idiot." And you see that they immediately go into like some type of arguments.
Dang. If only Zoro was there, he could go ahead and give him a run for his money.
Shame.
Very shame.
It is a shame.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I can cast Pass Without a Trace.
Could I
Without that trace.
could I get an understanding of what you guys are gonna do here?
Plus 10 to all stealth checks.
Oh, I need an understanding of like a plan of what you guys are gonna do.
Well, we're gonna sneak up on on Decimus, Dickhead, and his lackey.
Probably overhear the conversation.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys get a plus 10 to your stealth checks. Both of you guys give me stealth checks.
Nat 1.
I got the same number twice. That's a 1 in 400, if you didn't know that.
What are your guys' rolls?
The more you know.
So
Look
plus
at it.
10.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
I got a 24. I already forgot about the plus 10.
20,
I got a 24.
yeah, 26.
24 and 26. Yeah, you guys are able to sneak. Not to mention that a lot of the guards are like cheering on these other two king's guards that are like basically in a brawl right now, and the other guards have kind of like a few of the guards are kind of like gathered around them and like placing bets on who's going to win this fight. And you guys are able to sneak up a bit over to like a small like you're able to go to like a small like ledge portion almost, because there's like stairs that lead up to the there's like stairs and like a small balcony portion that leads to the inside of this office where Decimus's wizard, I guess, lackey is speaking with somebody. And you see that you guys overhear a small conversation. You guys hear the wizard say, "Well, these need to go into that warehouse, and we have things to do with that. And if you're not able to do that, unfortunately, the King's Guard will have to take other means to deal with it. And I'm afraid you don't want him to be on this, do you?" And you hear the guy at the front say, "Oh, no. We don't want him to be a part of it, for sure. It's just, unfortunately, with things like this, we're not able to hold this here. Even if you guys are King's Guard, we may have the best in keeping our products safe here, but unfortunately the products are usually pertain to our food. Why would we keep them here?" He says, "I did not pay you to ask questions. I paid you to do as you're told. Now do it, or he will be involved. Understood?" "Yes, sir. Understood. We will make space for them right away." Excuse me. As you guys hear a door open and close, and you hear the wizard say, to think humans would be this much of an issue." Decimus. You see that Decimus goes over and says, "I'm assuming you got everything done." "Yes. Well, a little bit of a hiccup. Were humans always this much of an issue before?" "They've purely become more of a nuisance than ever. To think we'd have to actually cooperate with them. It's annoying enough as it is. Gather up all the rest of the men. Get them to start storing it in here. Yes. Very well. And you hear footsteps as you see that Decimus and his wizard lackey leave the porch area.
Son of a bitch.
Man, he really is a dickhead.
We need to find that
I
out.
fucking want it in blood. I called it. I fucking called this shit. I was talking to Zoro and I was like, oh yeah. I was like, yeah, I think the king is working with demons. He was like, nah, I fucking knew it. Just want that in writing. So sorry.
Crazy. Anyways.
As you guys are here, kind of like coming up with a plan, you guys hear, of course, the carriage is being moved into this like large warehouse next to this small area connected to it. As you guys see that a lot of the guards are like, all right, lead them in here. Yep, this way. Yeah, to the left. Yeah, that way. Gotcha. Okay. Hey, can I have you move over with some of the crates here on the other cart? Yeah, gotcha. Okay.
So, should we follow in?
We can't heed too close. Otherwise we'll get caught.
Fair enough. I suggest we warn the other two.
We'll break in at night when we're at full power.
And I'm assuming you guys leave the scene.
Yeah.
Okay.
Leave the scene.
You guys leave the scene.
Drop kick one of the guards playing cards, and I leave.
You guys make your way back to the tavern. We'll cut to Zoro real quick. So Zoro, as you and Mercurio entered, you guys see that there are a lot of people in this bar, and you guys make your way over to the like the actual bar area itself with the bartender. He says, so you seem to be new people here to the city. Haven't seen your faces here before. Can I get you something to drink?
Depends on what it is that you have.
Ooh. Now, we got the power in terms of alcohol here. You want something strong? We can give you the new drink that was advertised outside.
I don't know. What time would this be right now?
I'd say around this time would be about maybe like 10:42-ish in the afternoon. Or not 10:42 in the afternoon, sorry, in the morning. So it's like pretty much close to lunchtime, essentially.
Nah, not that strong. Not right now.
I'll take
What
it.
do you got else?
I'll take it if you're not gonna take it. Are you sure? I mean.
Listen, man. Last time I took White Lightning, I grew and broke down half of my tavern. I think I'm good.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I forgot we're not in your tavern here. We're in Davine.
That yes.
Yeah, well, alright, well, I guess I'll get something a little less strong, I guess, because last thing I want to do is black out and then we end up causing a problem here in Davine, so I'll take something that's like popular here at the place. See that the guy's like, alright, so, let me get you guys 2 drinks. As for you, sir, as he points at you, Zoro.
I'll go ahead. I'll get the same as my friend here. 2 as well.
All right, 2 cherry grains coming up. You see that he takes 2 tankards and fills them with this red wine-ish looking liquid in the mugs. As you see that he puts a couple extra bits inside as he slides them over to you. He's like, "All right, 2 cherry grains, all for you." This.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
You see that he nods at you before he tends to some of the other people here at the bar. You see that Mercurio's like, well, that certainly has got some flair inside of it. You see that he picks it up and kind of swirls it. And he takes like a small whiff. He's like, yeah, he is right. It just smells like cherries. That's weird, right? I never heard of an alcohol having cherries in it. Huh.
Zoro, can you make either a perception or investigation check on the alcohol?
Whichever one you want to do.
Cool.
Like I said, advantage because of your true sight.
Awesome. I got an 11. No, that's fine.
Yeah. I mean, what is it that you're trying to investigate about this alcohol exactly?
Just trying to see if there's anything different outside of how the alcohol is usually made because of the cherry. He's never really heard of it, so he's trying to figure out exactly why, and he's trying to see if there's anything on the surface level.
In terms of surface level that you can really see, there doesn't seem to be anything that's really different with an 11 check. Only thing that you notice is that this alcohol seems to be less fizzy, or like usually have like less like you know how usually when you pour alcohol there's like a lot of bubbles that come with it. This doesn't have any.
Gonna take a little sip then, and then just like, you know that meme from that guy who tastes the ice cream and he's like, oh, 1,000 taste buds, and he just keeps smacking his tongue and shit and smacking his mouth. Yeah, he's basically doing that right now.
Yeah, so as you drink it, you know, you get like, of course, that like that taste of alcohol that kind of kicks in, but of course it like gets washed out with this nice bit of like smooth cherry flavor that goes with it, and it of course. For some reason, even though on surface level you can't feel any fizz, it's got a small bit of like small fizzy kick to it. It almost feels like it's like a think of it like a soda alcohol mixture. And it's just overall it's just like a really smooth alcohol that could be drunk like a lot and wouldn't get you drunk as much. I'd say probably about, for Zoro's case, Zoro could probably drink about like 7 or 8 tankards of this, and this wouldn't even budge on his like alcohol tolerance at all. So
okay, so it's literally just for the flavor then.
Yeah, it's pretty much just for the flavor essentially. You see that
right.
Mercurio downs and he slams the tankard back on the table. He's like, "Oh man, I've never had alcohol like that. That's pretty damn good." Ooh. You guys hear a large burp that comes from Mercurio. He's like, "Ooh, oh, excuse me, that's new." So how's it like to you?
I don't know. It's different. Very different.
Yeah, but it's still pretty good in my opinion. I like it. Honestly, I could probably drink a whole lot of this stuff if I could. Oh shit, that's right. Hold on, let me see. You see that Mercurio pats his pockets and you see that he pulls out 2 gold. He's like, "All right, I think I'm good here on alcohol. I think I need to get something to eat though. Oh man, I'm hungry. Barkeep, you got anything to eat?" You see that like a small paper slides over of a menu of small items that you can order. It's like, "Oh, thank you. All right,
Barkeep.
Yeah, what's going on?"
Are you the one that makes this?
Oh, no. I'm not the one that makes this. This is actually made by somebody somewhere else in the city that delivers it to us.
May I know the location of this place so that these people...
Oh, yeah. It's at the other side of the city.
I'm interested in making a business proposal with them.
Ah, yeah. So it's on the other side it's on like the west side of the city. It's called Ironworks Brewery. You can go there and you can ask some of the things with some of the schmomos over there. Yeah, they I don't know. I haven't talked to them before, but they seem pretty cool, I think.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
All right.
Really quick, one more thing.
Yeah.
You've seen a lot of faces around here.
Yes,
Is there
I have.
anybody that you'd say could rile up some suspicion for the safety of the city?
Rile up some suspicion?
In your humble opinion.
Well, I do like to keep the privacy of any of my all of my bar patrons around here, so memory kind of serves me a little lacking a little bit.
Ah, I see. Is there any way for me to help you regain that memory as he goes ahead and slides over about 15 gold coin?
Right. I think my memory's getting back to me. I believe there was one with a weird looking face, wearing armor, has like purple on it or something. I don't know. Guy came in here, started flaunting about how he's big shot somewhere around here. Called himself a guy part of the King something or something like that. King ass hats, whatever it is. I don't know. Wasn't paying attention. He was kind of harassing some of the bar patrons around here, so I had to ask him to leave. So you know, and surprisingly, he left. He left pretty quickly, as if he's like he needed to look for something, you know.
Okay. Did this you said this guy was part of the King's something?
Yeah, I don't know. Couldn't get the name down because there's so much commotion around here about the guy riling up all the other bar patrons that it's causing kind of a scene. I didn't want that here in the establishment, so just wanted to, tell him to, get the fuck out of here so that he doesn't end up, harassing the rest of my bar patrons. But, couldn't really get the proper name of this guy. Just know that he's got a fucked up looking face.
You're talking about the guy that I know. Yeah, he does. And then the name is the King's ass hats. By the way, you were correct about it.
Really? I didn't think government officials would do that for some of those people.
No, it's only for that branch.
Wow.
It's not too no. So
I feel sorry for those bastards. I got to be a part of it. Having the name King
right?
Ass Hats is a horrible title. Jeez.
Well then, I appreciate it, my good sir. You know what? He's gonna go ahead and toss in some 5 more gold. Keep that for your troubles. You enjoy your day.
Well, aren't you a generous soul? All right. Hey, you have yourself a good day here in our lovely city of Navine. Hey, if you ever come back to the bar, drinks are on me.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. You see Mercurio's like, yeah, hey, thanks for the drinks. All right, we gonna head out, Mercurio? Or Zoro? Sorry, the alcohol's kind of... Yeah, sorry, the alcohol's kind of kicking up with me a little bit. I don't know, I think it might be the fizziness in it that's kind of messing with my memory or something. I don't know. But anyway.
Yeah.
All right, well...
yeah, we can head out.
Yeah. You see that you guys make your way out. And as you guys go out, Karuni, Eric, as you guys are making your way to the bar, you guys see that Zoro and Mercurio come out of the bar. He says, "Ah, hey, there they are."
Well, find something on your investigative excursion?
I don't know.
Yes, actually.
Oh, you did?
We found a very delectable brew of meat that has a very little kick to it with a nice taste of cherry, and apparently Dickhead is here.
Really?
We figured that out as well, but there's more to it. I suggest we find somewhere private to speak about it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think like an inn should be too far from here. I don't think. If I remember Navine, I think if we take a left down that street and then we take a right, I think that's where a tavern is. Eric, you know this. He's just leading you to another bar.
You know what, Mercurio? I believe you're right. I don't know this place though, so I'm gonna take your judgment fully.
Yeah, I think my memory's not serving me right, but if I remember correctly, if we take a left down that street and then we take a right over there, I think there should be an inn over in that area, I believe.
You know, Mercurio, Navine's designed after the human hand.
Is it?
You can make a map simply by holding your palm up to your face.
That seems counterintuitive.
Zoro's also gonna hold the palm up to his face.
He puts his palm up to his face as well. It's like, I'm not seeing the map.
I make Mercurio hit himself because he's a fucking idiot.
You make a what's it called? Give me a strength check. Give me a strength check. See if you're able to push his arm.
I'm willing to expend so many.
I'll see about making a contested strength check on this one. So we'll do this a contested one. See if you're able to like push his hand into his face. Hold on, I need to put up on the thing real quick.
Wait a minute. I
you?
do have guidance.
What the hell is it? There it is. So
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself for this as well.
okay, let me just quickly pull up his character sheet. Okay, 1 second.
Excuse me.
Okay, and Okay, let me make a roll real quick. So, what is the strength check? It's a +4 to strength. Let me see. Mercurio got a 10. Yeah, Mercurio got a 10. He got a 6 plus. He got a 6 plus 4.
D6 and a D4. Damn it! I got a 9.
Okay. As you try to push Mercurio's hand to his face, you see that you get stuck as you're trying to push. He's like, I'm not seeing a map.
Even barely hit him.
You see that you move his hand, but it's not pushing it enough to be able to slap him on the face. He's like, I'm not seeing a map. Are you trying to make it easier for me to see? Because I still don't see it.
Wide off.
Yeah, no, I'm saying you get it close. Like, you're able to move his hand closer to his face, but it's not enough to be able to... Are you gonna try to push? He's really trying to make... He's really trying to go for it, dude.
Right. That's even. We broke even.
Okay. Yeah, so you're able to have Mercurio hit himself in the face, but...
I'm going to use my reaction to intercept it with interception.
You see that as Zoro has his hand... That's fine. So you see that Mercurio is like, you see that you like have Mercurio hit himself in the face, and he's like, is that supposed to help me see the map now?
Anyways, we're going to attack the warehouse at midnight.
The warehouse? What warehouse? Where?
There's a large supply of crystals, likely to be heavily guarded.
Right. I forgot that's why we're here. All right. So, I'm assuming we're gonna go get some sleep somewhere.
Yes, and we're going to remain sober until then.
Oh, I wanted to try the other alcohols here in the Navine. All right.
You're fucking good. You get to.
Whatever. Fine, I'll stay sober. Whatever. As boring as it'll be. All right. Well, let's go. Let's head out to the inn. As you see, Mercurio goes over to the direction that he was pointing to earlier.
I fucking grab him by the collar.
Hey! Ow! What was that for?
You're headed the wrong way, and you know it.
No, I just remember that it's somewhere down there. I think.
Then either you don't know, or you do know.
Well, I've been to Navine before. I just don't remember.
Been to every bar in Navine. There's a difference.
No, not every. Fine, yeah, I've been to every bar in Navine. So what?
So that means I'm leading us.
All right. Whatever. All right, where are we going then?
Take us to the fucking inn.
Yep. So you're able to go over and find like a small like area where they show like a map of like where you are in the city, and yeah, you're able to find an inn fairly quickly. You guys make your way over to the Bloody Gorge Inn. A very odd name for it, but you see that the sign is like a small like river that looks like it's supposed to be blood, but see that the river has like little what looks like little designs of grain in it. It's pretty cool. Gorge. Yep. You guys walk in. You guys hear from the back. I'll be with you in a minute. As you see that the inn has a lot of people that are like, you know, conversing with each other in this like little lobby area, and you see that this person comes out from like a back room area. You see a lady with an apron come out. She says, "Hello, hi, welcome to the Blood Gorge Inn. Can I help you?"
Just a room.
I'm sorry.
4 rooms, please.
4 rooms. Okay. Let me check our log real quick. You see that she pulls up a ledger and she sees that she starts looking through. She's like, Yes. So unfortunately, for right now, we have only. Let me see. We have 2 private rooms and 1 shared bedroom.
We'll take all 3.
Okay. Your total will come out to.
Well, actually, you only need to take just 2 of them. I'm alright.
I'm sorry.
Only just what rooms would you be getting?
Well, we have the only ones available we have currently are 2 private
No,
rooms.
I'm talking to Eric.
Oh.
I mean, 2 shared and 2 private, or 1 shared and 2 private.
Well, then just I guess because I'm assuming you're gonna be with Kuroti, right? So only 1
Yeah,
shared and 1
so
private.
Oh.
Well, no, because then there's
No, I'm
there's
saying that Zoro doesn't want a room because he's not gonna sleep, so he doesn't feel a need for a room.
Why aren't you gonna sleep?
Because Zoro doesn't need to sleep.
Zoro
What
doesn't
do you mean
sleep.
he doesn't need to sleep?
Zoro doesn't
my
sleep
God.
though. That's the thing. Zoro
How
doesn't
long has this
sleep.
been a thing?
It's been a thing for since Ravenfall. Zoro's had a thing where he's always at nighttime he doesn't sleep.
You think everything like that is just like for show, man? Come on, pay attention to the lore. Jeez.
You see that the woman like, so she's like, so what are your rooms?
Just 1 shared room and 1 private room.
Okay. Okay. So 1 shared and 1 private. Your total would come out to 30 gold and 20 silver.
Jesus Christ. This place better be fucking good.
Good thing we didn't order that that other room then.
I mean, I can afford it, but I mean, it's really expensive.
That's what I'm saying though.
40
You know?
gold?
40 gold. Okay. We will give you back your 60 silver. You see that she takes the 40 gold, and you see that you are handed back 40 silver in exchange. She says, "Okay, here are the keys to your rooms," and you see that she lays out 2 keys on the bed. Lays out 2 keys on the countertop. She's like, "Pick out whichever one is going to be taking your room, and we will have somebody here for room service for the private room soon enough. Please enjoy your stay here at the Blood Gorge Inn. Thank you." You see that she closes the ledger, puts it away, and goes into the back room again. As you see, Mercurio's like, "Oh, so who am I bunking with again?"
You're sleeping by yourself, buddy.
"Oh. Okay, well, not too bad then."
Yep.
You see that there is a silver key that has like a small tag on it that says shared room, and then you see that there is a gold like a elegant gold key that says private.
Nice get the gold one. Fucking asshole.
It's for the private room.
Give the private one to the.
Imagine that's the reason why it costs so much.
Just
like,
because of the key.
Massive.
You see that Mercurio's like, "Okay, so I guess we're
Go to
gonna."
your room. Do not come out. Do not drink anything.
Okay.
Mercurio,
Yeah.
you will not be drinking tonight.
Fine. I'll see whatever food
worry.
they've got here anyway.
Neither will I. We will both be sober, sadly.
It's not as fun, right?
Never is, but you
Yeah.
know, we don't have as fun people around us right now.
Yeah. Man, I wish Batman were here.
Kuroti just takes the shared keys and goes over to where the room is.
Okay. You guys go to your separate rooms. So Karuni and Eric, as you guys are going to your guys' room, you guys see that there is a nice room that you guys walk into. A nice, like, pretty standard modern-esque looking type of room where you see that there are 2 beds on opposite sides of the room, and you guys see that there are like small amenities that you guys are given. You guys see that there's like a towel. You guys see there's like a small table for you guys to like write. Of course, they provide you with like a small little like candle, like a candle holder to be able to light up like a candle for at night if you guys want to go do some stuff at night. Yeah, you guys are given pretty good amenities in here in this room. Oh, by the way, it sounds like a storm in your microphone, Zoro, by the way.
Oh, Sorry.
Sorry, funny picture. All right, so I'm assuming everybody takes the time off until nighttime, right?
How long till nighttime?
So it was about 10:40 by the time you guys got 10:42. By the time you guys got to the inn, it was probably about roughly about like 11:05. So it would be 11:05 a.m. So it would still be quite a ways away before you guys would end up leaving out at nighttime.
So who wants a level 1 scroll? 'Cause I can do that.
You have time.
I know.
Did you ever give Zoro his Dragon's Breath scroll?
You never asked for it.
I did, multiple times.
Nope.
Alright, well, would you be able to do that?
If he asked.
Oh, okay. Hey, Eric.
No.
You're a bitch.
You're a bitch.
I don't scroll of Dragon's Breath here. Booble dooble.
Ah, thank you. I can now become what I've always wanted to become.
A Cambion. He can become. All right. So you guys wait around until nightfall, and upon waiting around, you guys it reaches about I'd say roughly like 8:30 at night. So the town is still kind of lively at night, but there's just not as many people around as it was in the day. So you guys, I'm assuming you guys start getting prepared, and you guys make your way over to the warehouse. So upon arriving at the warehouse that you guys Eric and Karuni had scoped out before, they were correct in the fact that it is heavily guarded, and you see that the heavily guarded portion of this area, there seems to be these 3 heavy looking guards wearing like very sturdy what looks like plate armor that seems to be in this little warehouse area where there's a big zone where you can put all the carriages to go into the warehouse. You see that there are 3 of them that seems to be waiting here, and you see that there are a couple more guards that seem to be patrolling around the entire building itself.
A lot of guys over there. That is my astute observation.
That was my astute
Really?
observation. Fuck you.
So how are we gonna do this?
Don't call it an air fryer.
So anybody got a plan of how we're doing this, or are we just gonna walk in?
We need a distraction. Someone really loud and obnoxious.
I can maybe summon Hellfire.
I don't think bringing a dragon is a good idea in the city.
Alright, I shall be on my way. And he's gonna go ahead and walk up to the guards.
Get up here.
Okay. Okay. So you walk up to the guards, and as you walk up to the guards, you see that one of the patrolling guards looks over and says, "Hey, sir." You see that he goes over and is like, "Sir, I'm gonna need you to leave the premises immediately."
Oh, apologies. I thought this was the way to the tavern.
If
My
you're
bad.
if you're looking for the tavern is off in this direction. Take a right there, and then you should be able to see it.
Ah, appreciate it, my good sir. Well, what is your name, by the way?
I'm afraid
If
I'm
you don't mind me asking.
not allowed to give that out of this current moment. Please leave the premises.
Alrighty then. Appreciate it. He's gonna look back and start heading back towards the rest of the group. So y'all not just gonna take the opportunity to just sneak in?
What the fuck are you doing?
You didn't sneak in. I gave you the opportunity.
Yeah, the
You need to distract them the entire time. We're gonna.
I
need more
did.
than
They were
10
talking to me.
seconds. We need more than 10 seconds. You need to cause a commotion. You need to look like a blabbering fool.
Well, I could look like a demonic blathering fool if you want. Would that
You
help?
need to
Do
cause a
not do
commotion
that.
like this, and then Karina takes a rock and
No.
chucks it over to somewhere.
You see that before you throw the rock. You feel
I would take
Yeah,
question.
you see that your arm is stopped, and you see that Mercurio looks over. He's like, all right. Let me see what I can do. Hold on. You see that he dusts off his leg. He's like, all right. You see that he walks over. He's like, hey, so I'm supposed to be somebody here that's new, and I'm supposed to be in warehouse. Is there by any chance any way I can be able to go in? I don't have my key or anything. The guy didn't really tell me anything when I took the job. So, guy's like, well, forgive me. Let me go make a couple checks for you. You see that the guard ends up leaving, and you see that Mercurio looks over. He's like, are we gonna go?
What? We need all of them distracted, not the one.
You see that the guard comes back. He's like, I don't think we have anything here at the moment for if you are working here. Allow me to go open the door for you if you don't mind. You see that Mercurio's like, yeah, hey, thanks, man. Sorry, I don't have my key or anything on me, so unfortunately I don't, have a way to get in. So you see that Mercurio looks over. He's like, oh, sorry, I have a couple of my other guys that are supposed to be working with me tonight, but unfortunately they're not. We weren't able to get proper uniforms or anything for this. So is that all right? He's like, I believe that should be okay then. Very well. He's like, all right. Hey, we can go to work now. Come on.
That actually worked.
Talking to us.
Mercurio got a nat 20 on a on a persuasion check, by the way. He got a nat 20 on a persuasion check. So Mercurio looks over at you guys like, come on, are we gonna go to work or what? Come on, we're gonna be late.
Alright, I guess
I have to go to work.
I want to note to everyone in this call, this was painful to listen to.
It really was.
You guys come out and Mercurio's like, yeah, these are some of the guys that are supposed to be working here with me. And you see that the guard recognizes you. Zoro's like, oh, you're the one looking for the tavern, correct?
Yeah, I got nervous. I am a crippling alcoholic right now, but I am currently right now trying to get better.
Yeah, me and him both are alcoholics, but, I'm the one that kind of takes him to go get some drinks because, hey, we need to have some fun after work after all anyway, right? The guy's like, yeah, I can believe that for sure. Very well. Let me go open the door for you. You see that he goes over and he unlocks the door and lets you guys into the the office portion. He's like, yes, go on in. Please don't let me disturb your work. You see, Mercurio gives him a small nod. He's like, thank you. And please, don't tell this to our boss. The last thing we want to do is get chewed out on our first day. The guy's like, yes, of course. As he lets you guys on in. And you see that he closes the door and locks it behind you. And Mercurio's like, see, was that so hard?
You know, Mercurio, your genius sometimes even scares me.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes you just gotta be honest with them sometimes, Maybe just don't limit us some lying, but, that's what it is.
Oh my god, you work here? Oh, that's crazy.
Not really. I mean, I've been inside of this place before, but when I was, drunk. That was about the reason why I was in here. I don't remember why I was in here in the first place. I just remember waking up in here.
Trip down memory lane.
Yeah, kinda. Alright, well, are we gonna look for these crystals or what?
All that's left is to find them.
Alright, well, let's get to looking. You see that Mercurio opens up another door, and you see that you guys are in, the main storage area, where you see that there are a bunch of these, carts, that are filled with, other merchandise from other people. But you also notice that in this room as well, it seems to be a little cold. And as you guys look around, Eric, you notice as well that there seems to be, these small sigils of frost that seem to be emitting, this small bit of, cold air into this area.
It's fucking air conditioning.
Essentially. like a very crude
Air
magical air
conditioning
conditioning.
medieval times, crazy.
You see, Mercurius like, all right. So, any particular thing we're looking for? Like, anything to kind of signify? Yeah, but anything.
Got it. I'm gonna cast detect magic.
Okay. You cast detect magic, and of course, in this room as well, you get a lot of magical signatures from a lot of these carriages, of course, because like some of these are like importing like magic items as well. But you do feel a very strong magical signal as you look over, and as you bypass some of these carts, you see it, a glowing cart.
There it is. There's the shipment.
Well, it's not exactly conspicuous if you think about it. As you see Mercurio goes up, he like hops up into the cart. He's like, yeah.
Mercurio.
Huh?
Out of the cart,
He's gonna pull him back.
Oh, what? It's right there.
Don't
That
go
thing's about
into
to be
carts.
blown into smithereens.
Oh.
Wait, it is? Don't we want to at least check to see what it is that we have inside?
We know what it is. It's dangerous. And it
Do we
can't
know
be allowed
fully
here.
what it is, though?
I mean, they're crystals. How dangerous could they be?
Mercurio, you get the fuck back from the cart.
All right.
Can I take a peek at least? Just a quick one.
You get 30 seconds.
Alright. Zoro's gonna go ahead and take a peek.
So you take a peek and you go inside. You see a lot of these crates, of course, are also glowing. And you also notice as well they all have like the marking of the King's Guard on them that are like stamped. So they're like burn stamped into the like the actual wood of the crates. And you also notice this like weird seal that seems to be around like on the edges of like the tops of these crates.
Zoro is going to. Would he be able to take one of the crates out without it? Actually, he wouldn't even be able to know. You know what? Fuck it. He's just gonna go ahead and head back. Yeah, it ain't nothing too important.
If only you'd listened to me the first time.
Doesn't hurt to check, man.
So we have the cart of crystals. What do we do now?
I cast silence over the cart.
Okay, so you cast silence over the cart. Anything else you do here?
I step within the domain of the silence,
Okay.
and I cast shatter.
Ooh. Okay. So as you cast, you won't be able to cast it, won't you? Because you'll be silenced.
I can do it. Meta magic subtle spell.
Oh, okay, works. Okay, so you cast Shatter, and as you cast Shatter inside of it, you guys see that the cart like immediately like breaks into pieces. As you guys see that there are like crystals that and like pieces of the cart that are like scattered throughout the floor inside of this dome. But you guys don't hear anything, and you guys see that as Eric walks out of the dome, you see that the Dome of Silence disappears, and you guys see that all the cart is just completely destroyed.
Those crystals won't be of any use to them anymore.
Ooh. They're a very nice color, though.
I will say, Eric, as you did this, you do hear something that seems to be emitting from the remains of this cart. And as you look over, you see that there are these like very small little specks of like green mist on the ground.
How interesting.
And you hear a small, what sounds like a very small scream almost, but not like a loud one. It's like think of it like a scream that's like getting louder and louder and louder almost. As you see that there is like a lot of like all these crystals like seem to emit like this small green light. As you see that they like this, all of these like green mists start piercing up from all of these little shards of crystals, as you guys hear what sounds like multiple screams emitting from these crystals that fly out from the top of it, from the roof of this warehouse, and they like break through the roof and just fly out. And immediately you guys begin to hear footsteps veering your guys' direction.
I hate this place.
I don't think that was a good idea.
You have any better ones?
No souls?
I don't know. Maybe if we act like we probably broke it. I don't know.
I think it was souls.
Probably. Maybe we should probably get out of here first of all. You guys hear more.
Later.
Okay. You guys begin running around in the large warehouse until you guys find like another door that's on the other side. Mercurius like, there, right there. We can get out through this way.
Are you 100% sure?
I don't know.
It's not gonna be a trap.
I do not trust you with directions. Actually, can I make it like some sort of check? Just
what?
see if Mercurius a fucking moron.
I mean, there's no need to make a check. You see that there is a door that he's pointing at right there.
Yeah, is it the right one?
There's there's the only other like openings in this place are like the large like these like large opening area or like the areas that would like these like large doorways that would allow these carts to go in. That's like the only other one, but those ones are closed.
All right. Well, let's go.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys burst through the door, and you guys see that there are guards everywhere that are trying to make their way into this like warehouse. But luckily enough, you guys have like this wall that seems to like cover you guys as you guys open the door, so you guys can only hear the footsteps of them running past you. And it seems like this area that you guys have entered is like kind of like a small alleyway. As Mercurio looks over, he's like, "We can go down that way."
All right.
You guys make your way through, and I'm gonna need everybody to give me a group stealth check. This group stealth check will require to have a DC 35.
Can Zoro rage so that he can add his thing to his stealth modifier?
Yes, he wants to rage in here.
Well, he gets
You just expend a rage charge, don't you?
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
you can
cool.
just expend a rage charge. You don't have to.
Can Kuruni
Okay,
cast
cool.
pass without a trace?
Yeah, you can cast Pass Without a Trace on everybody, so everybody gets plus 10 to their roll.
Okay, then we automatically succeed because that's a minimum.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
44.
Oh, okay. Alright. So, Karuni casts Pass Without a Trace, and you guys are able to sneak past all of the guards that seem to be passing by this small alleyway. You notice as well one of the guards stop and look down the alleyway as he kind of looks over, kind of like worriedly, and then you see that he turns back and runs the same direction the rest of them are running. And Mercury's like, "I think he saw us."
He did not fucking see us.
Run. Okay. Let's
Okay.
go.
You guys immediately were able to get out of there as well. So you guys were able to get out of there without a hic, and you guys made it out. As you guys make your way over to like the one of like the proper like city alleyways, you guys kind of like stop by and catch your breath for a moment as Mercurius like, "That was a bad idea. What was that?"
That's the idea.
You
Completely disarmed their use of whatever they were going to do with those crystals.
Yeah, but now they know that they're probably going to be looking for people who've broken those crystals.
And
If we get caught,
And we were the last people to enter the warehouse.
yeah. So, I think it's a bad idea. What if they find out who we are?
Eric, the guard.
Yeah. Ah, shit.
someone had made a distraction, a provable one at that, like I had said, so they wouldn't have seen our faces.
Well, then you should have done a distraction.
I was the one who needed to destroy the crystals.
Maybe if you would have told us you would have destroyed the crystals, that would have been great, because then we could have come up with a completely different plan than besides just walking in while showing our faces. If you would have told us that you were going to destroy it, that would have been great.
Was it to walk in while showing our faces? It was yours, you fucking dimwit.
Well, it was the easiest way to get
Hold
us
on.
in.
Guys, end of the day, we are good now. Let's head to the tavern. We can regroup. We can make a plan on how to get back out.
No, we are leaving now.
I can't do that yet. I need to do something.
What?
Well, I need to go back to this brewery because this guy who made the cherry drink that about. I need to figure out the recipe real quick and make a business
Now
deal.
is not the time for niceties, Zoro.
Well, I mean, maybe not like this, but maybe somewhat different. AKA me just demon.
Well, I don't.
Zoro, you can get a new recipe when the stake of the realm is not on the fucking line.
The stake of the realm is always on the fucking line.
He's not
It
wrong.
especially is now. You can do it when it's calmer, when the line's thicker, and not thin like wire.
How about we just call it a night? Let's just go back and go get some rest, cause this is.
No, we're not resting. We're leaving now.
Fine. All right, come on, let's go. You see that Mercurio? You see that you guys already all make your way over to the city gate. As you guys make your way over to the city gate, and you guys bypass the city gate, you guys hear a lot of horse hooves clopping on the ground as you guys hear a skirt stop. And as you guys exit through the gate, you guys see that an arrow thunks right in front of you guys as you guys are about a good 15 feet away from the gate. And you hear the voice.
How peculiar.
So, to think that you would come back for this. You see that, you guys turn around to see that Decimus and his crew, along with many other soldiers, have now gathered by the gate. He says, I had a suspicion you would have found us. You see that he loads up another arrow in his handheld crossbow. He says, and this time...
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, bullshit, Eric.
What?
What?
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Jesus up.
You
Yeah,
did.
make sure that arrow next that you have is pointed right at his head.
Oh.
Maybe you get smarter.
Oh, trust me, I won't
You guys
miss.
didn't even toy with the thought that he could have been bluffing. And now you just sold us out. Because you're all a bunch of fucking morons.
Oh, we
The
knew.
guard
Very soldiers
saw
don't
us, bro.
We knew. We knew before you even entered the city that you would have followed us. We had people watching. Did you think we wouldn't have anybody watching our behinds?
Really? With the passive of
Whoa.
18, we didn't
Whoa.
see anybody who knew.
I'm
That's
passive
why.
20. Passive 22.
You guys can
Yeah,
call.
Q.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying it from him. But from the standpoint of metagame, you guys know that he's bluffing on that standpoint. But at that point, it doesn't matter because he's already caught you guys red-handed now. As Decimus looks over, he
He
says,
was my man.
"You see that Decimus now looks at you, and says, now, surrender here, or forever hold your peace." As you guys see that there are, as you guys see at the top of the top of the fortress where like the walls are, like on the castle walls at the top, you guys see that there are flaming arrows that line the top of this, fortress. As he says, now come quietly and surrender, or we can have fun instead. As you see that his wizard friend also kicks up with magic prepared as well.
When I'm having fun, the last thing I do is come quietly.
Jesus Christ! God damn it!
With that, Eric,
Yes.
I would have to.
Yes.
With that, Mercurio throws Eric to Decimus. So, what does the party do here? You guys are completely caught red-handed, and you guys are now here at like a standoff.
Where's your proof? No pick, no proof. Didn't happen.
The proof is the souls that have flied out. Now, at least we have an
I have no idea what you're
excuse.
talking about.
Did anybody see anybody wearing red entering this establishment? And you see one of the guards kick up as well, and it was the one you recognize, the one that Mercurio spoke to. He says, "That's the one,
Is
sir."
Maroon?
Fuck
Dog,
you,
I told
Stan.
you. Dog, oh, no way. How?
None of that matters right now, Eric. We all know that you're gonna die here anyway, along with your other friends here. So give up while you can, or we can make this fun. How does that sound, Eric?
Eric's right. You really are a dickhead.
The biggest of them all, but not where it matters.
Major dickhead.
Oh, looks like people caught wind of your call sign.
So, we have you surrounded here. Don't matter once you guys are dead anyway, and in the ground. So,
I don't know. I mean, a lot. They talk about it. I'm pretty sure a lot of people know that your call sign used to be dickhead.
you see that an arrow whizzes past you and scratches your cheek, Eric, as you see Decimus load up another arrow. He says, "Next time, we'll be between the eyes."
I think you missed.
Did you know that they called them the King's asshats?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
I know about your fake organization.
Wait, fake organization?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, when I pull up Sending Stone, it doesn't matter. I've already told somebody that about your entire shtick.
Care to test which is faster? As you see that the wizard sets up his
It's already been sent.
Well,
Fucking idiot.
no matter. Soon enough, everything here will be reduced to rubble, and so will you. As for this, I'm gonna need all of you guys to give me dexterity saving throws.
Crazy.
Mm.
Mercurio
At least I
included,
get
don't
it with
worry.
advantage.
At least
I think
get one.
don't I have an advantage
I got 22.
on Dex? Say, oh no, I don't.
It would say so on your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I got a +1 on saves.
it's
I
been
got
so
it.
long since I played as her. I got 18.
I got a nifty 11.
I got a 17 as Mercurio, 14 +3. Okay.
God, I love deck saves, guys.
So what was your guys' roll? So Zoro, I know, got what, a 20 something?
22.
22,
22,
18.
22, 18, and an 11. You guys see that arrows immediately shoot out, and Zoro, you're able to particularly dodge a good bunch of them. Still took half on this. Real quick, let me go ahead and make some rolls.
Crazy, the biggest guy is able to like dodge the most amount of arrow.
It's
I forgot. How long does Ultra Self last?
How long does it last? Actually, I'm unfamiliar.
Let me check.
Just imagine like one poof, he's like attacking and it just
Oh,
becomes
fuck.
a demon.
Guys. Oh no.
Should it have?
He's been a
poofed
demon the
while
entire
ago?
time.
It lasted forever.
Oh,
Oh my
so he was a
goodness.
demon the entire time. Ah,
The whole
shit.
fucking time.
Alright, let me make some rolls real quick.
It's fine. It was a very special spell scroll because Aaron did it, obviously.
Obviously. And he made it just for Zoro too. No, I'm just playing. No, he didn't.
No.
Well, this gives him the perfect opportunity.
So Eric and Karuni take the full 45 damage of
And
piercing.
Jesus.
Has
No
Right.
fucking way.
Wait, what was? Oh, wait, you had an 18. Oh, my bad. So, Karuni took the full 45. Sorry, Karuni took the full 45.
Wait,
what?
Yeah, because Karuni got
18.
Karuni got the 18.
Oh shit, I got it mixed up. Okay, so who got an
Eric got
11?
the 11. Who
Oh.
else gets fucking 11s? So me.
Oh, okay. So Eric, sorry, my bad. Okay, so Karuni doesn't take the full. Zoro, Karuni, and Mercurio take half. So that's 22 points of piercing damage. Plus, wait 1 second. 8. So that's 20. What is it? 20? No, 30. 30 points of damage total. Because 22 for the piercing and then 8 for the fire, but Zoro is immune.
Zoro takes 4 fire.
Yeah, he takes
Oh, never
4.
mind.
Oh no, yeah, he has immunity. Yeah, so he has immunity. So you take only 22 damage, Zoro.
Oh, yay.
Karuni and Mercurio take 30. Eric, you are resistant to fire, so that's 4. So from 45 plus 4, so that's 40. No, 49. Because 45 for the piercing damage,
I'm
and
immune
then
to fire.
4. Oh, you're immune. Oh, my bad. I thought you were resistant. My bad. So yeah, so you take the full 45 damage as you guys are hit with a barrage of arrows that have landed all around, and you see that Decimus looks over. He says, "Want to try again?"
Try what? Oh.
Are you fucking stupid?
Are you fucking
Listen, man, you're the one that got hit with the arrows, not me. All right.
Everyone did actually.
Eric
He doesn't
pulled
need to
an
know that.
entire arrow out of- Eric pulled an entire arrow out of his chest. I'm fine.
So yeah, you
Alright.
guys are here now with Decimus in front of you. Any options you guys might want to try?
I have an idea.
Really? What is it?
Idea.
Let me DM you.
Okay. This is concerning to me that he's gonna end up DMing it to me. All right. Let's see what he's got going, chat. It's like
Tell me
watching
that's not a
people
fire
playing
idea.
It's
Tell me
like
that's
watching.
not baller.
It's like watching a group of people playing a riddle room and failing repeatedly.
This is the best idea.
Oh wait!
Alright, let's
you
do it.
messaged. Oh, you
Let's do
messaged it
it.
to Zoro.
Let's do
Okay,
it.
My bad.
Fuck it. Why not? We ball.
You guys got nothing to
Dungeon
lose at this point.
Master.
Okay. I'm kind of terrified.
At 4th level,
He's gonna fireball,
guess.
ain't he?
fireball.
I fucking called it!
Oh,
It was
fuck
gonna fireball the city!
everybody.
Oh god.
All the archers, they're all done. They're all done.
Counterspell.
Okay, this is gonna be bad. Well, not even just because of counterspell, because he can meta magic subtle spell it. But don't forget, in doing this, you will be labeled as criminals. Are you okay with that?
By who? The people trying to kill us?
You will be labeled as criminals as you guys have attacked the city.
We're already criminals. They're already taking us in. It doesn't matter.
Fair. All right. So, okay. So I'll allow you to cast
We can do damage
Fireball.
control later. Fuck everything.
Kill
Kill everyone.
I'll allow you to cast Fireball, okay. Even if you get counterspelled, you can still do meta magic subtle spell anyway, so it doesn't matter. So you throw a Fireball, and you see that you blast off like a bit of the wall, as you see a lot of the people on the, as you see a lot of the archers have pretty much died either in the explosion or have been on fire that are burning to death. And by this point, Decimus would have allowed his troops to now tackle you. So now you guys are going to be facing waves of enemies unless you have an escape plan now. So,
Waves?
because I told you that there were a bunch of soldiers that were with him by the gate.
There can't be that many. There's a fucking COD zombies.
Fetch me their souls.
So, how will you want to do this? I'll give you guys one more opportunity to figure out what you guys can do before you guys enter combat initiative.
If Hellfire was big enough, I would have summoned him and
Big.
Oh man, if only somebody had a
Good
really
idea. Zoro's gonna go ahead and activate his giant's might, scoop everyone up, and run.
Okay. So,
Okay.
you guys see that as Decimus orders his soldiers to go pretty much kill you guys, you guys see that they all start running towards you, and you see Zoro kind of like look over, and in those few moments right there, Zoro, that you are, it's almost like in slow motion almost, and you're looking at this like there's only one way we can be able to fix this. And you see that Zoro, like, immediately, like, his skin starts turning back to green, and you see that his normal demonic features start coming back, as you see, kind of like, the transition from Banner to Hulk, kind of like that, where you see that Zoro immediately starts, like, he gets back all of his demonic features, and immediately starts growing in size. to pretty much the height of like the castle walls, which they're pretty damn tall as well. So they're pretty goddamn tall. So Zoro pretty much goes to about the height of the city walls. As you see that, the soldiers stop in their tracks as they all kind of like look up at you in awe. And you see that you're able to quickly like scoop up a bit of the ground beneath Zoro, or beneath Eric, Mercurio, and Karuni. And you see that you're able to quickly grab, like pretty much grab hold of all of them and then start bolting in the other direction. You guys see that Decimus says, "Give chase! Don't let them get lost somewhere out there. Find them!" And you see that you see that there is a small detachment of scouters that are going to be looking for you guys in the forest now. After a good bit of running from Navine, if you guys can pull up the map on your guys' own screens or look at my stream. So from Navine, as you guys make your way out of Navine, you guys get about to the crossroads towards the ruins of Fortuna and Arashul. Where is it that you guys head to in this instance? Well, asking from Zoro's standpoint, since he's the one that's going to be, protecting you guys.
All right.
We can go anywhere. Why don't we just go across the entire fucking thing?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, he's gonna fly, so he can just fly away.
They are going to have a detachment of people that will try to keep up, and if depending on where you guys go, I will end up making checks to see if they can keep up.
Okay. All right, guys. We got a crossroads. Where are we going? I don't know this area.
You can either go to the crossroads towards the ruins of Fortuna, or you can take the you could take the road over to Arashul towards the Incola Basin.
We are not going to Fortuna. So he's gonna go over to the basin.
Okay, so you make your way. So you immediately start going towards Arashul and the Incola Basin. Let me just make a roll to see if the holy shit, what the fuck happened, dude? What happened, dude? Your microphone just peaked.
Bro.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
It peaked twice.
I was gonna say, would I be able to cast haste so I can go faster?
You have haste.
Yes.
You could, yes. So then that would put I would say that would put at a disadvantage for the pursuers. So I'll probably just roll this with advantage then, or with disadvantage. Let me see. Your microphone is always like wind peaking, by the way, Zoro.
Alright,
let me make some rolls real quick. So disadvantage.
Loki sounds like he's putting his nostrils up to the microphone.
Yes, sir. I was thinking too. Okay, with this roll, you see that you're able to lose a few of the pursuers, leading to like, so think of it like there was a large amount of pursuers that were chasing you. Now it went down to a medium-sized group of pursuers that are still chasing.
I can take that.
Okay, so you guys make your way over to the Encola Basin, and as you reach over at least close to Arashul, you notice as well that there are other guards and a lot of other as well merchant carts that are there as well. As they see you approaching, Zoro, they immediately abandon their posts and start evacuating from Arashul. And as you pass Arashul towards the Encola Basin, what is it you do here? You still have at least a medium group of pursuers that are still chasing after you.
I mean, I guess, would there be any way for him to like slow them down even more, topple over them, like, because you said that they abandoned their post, right?
The people in Arashul, yes.
No, I can't do that to them. I was gonna break down so I can cause a blockade, but I can't do that to them.
I have an idea.
Fireball.
What's your idea?
No, I got it. I'll carry Karuni. You can fly. We're just gonna go to the center of the basin. They can't get us.
Bet. I'm cool with that. I'm gonna guess I'm a shrink as well too, right?
Okay, so
Cool.
So as you bypass Arashul and you guys are like close to the Encola Basin, you see that Karuni, you see that Eric picks you up and he immediately starts flying out, and Zoro. you shrink
My
down.
ring of water walking.
Okay. Oh, it works. You Zoro, you see that as you shrink down, you see that you fly over to the Ancola Basin, and Mercurio is trying to keep up with you guys. You guys still have a medium group of pursuers. Let me see if they can catch up while you guys are making your way to the Ancola Basin. This will still dictate a combat encounter, but this will dictate how many of them will be in the encounter based off of.
I am not leaving Mercurio to run after us. I'm carrying that man.
Okay, that's cool. All right, so you piggyback Mercurio with you.
I forgot Mercurio.
Let me see. Real quick, let me
Crazy.
let me make a roll. Okay, so the medium group of pursuers are still able to chase. So none of them have lost you yet. So there's still a medium group of pursuers.
Can I throw my trident to like snipe one of them 360 style?
I mean you can. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Okay, cool. Let's see.
Fuck! I dropped my D20.
That's a 16. I forgot.
16? Yeah, so you're able to hit one of them off of their horses. So you're able to throw your trident, and you see that it like pierces one of the guys on their horses, and they fall to the ground as they get launched backwards. Okay.
Okay.
So
for my bonus action, can I then pull it back and potentially try and take another person out?
let me make a luck roll. See if any of them are in the way of its trajectory, real quick.
Cool.
Unfortunately not. So you see that instead what actually happens is as you pull the trident, it seems the trident itself seems to have gotten stuck in the clinks of this guy's armor. The guy gets pulled with the trident. And you see that as you grab the trident, you see that this guy is still attached to it. Blood still spilling out of this guy for sure. And still very alive.
Oh. Hey, friend.
Drop him in the basement.
Hey. I heard that they were looking for a new job title. He's gonna go ahead and kick him into the basement.
Okay. You twirl your trident downward, and as you're flying, you kick him off of it as you hear him scream all the way down until he crashes into the Ancola Basin.
Is it clean?
You get no response.
It must be.
So as you guys make your way over to the Ancola Basin, you see as well that you guys make your way onto the Ancola Basin as well, and you see that all of the pursuers have stopped over on the edge of the Ancola Basin. You see that as they're sitting there, you guys see that the pursuers still look at you guys, and there seems to be a small detachment that could kind of keep up. What essentially is happening is they're essentially covering the outskirt of the Ancola Basin, because there is one thing about the Ancola Basin that needs to be said, that it is a place where it is kind of like an area where it's like a natural hot spring. So it is very hot here, by the way. I need to mention it is very hot. To Zoro and Eric, it seems like a spa, but to Mercurio and Karuni, it seems like something that's like almost like you're being like boiled alive. As you guys are over at this Ancola Basin.
Eric, do you have anything for the two of them?
I fear not.
All right. He's gonna take off his cape and put them over the two of them. Have them
Okay.
make them immune to fire, so they don't get hot.
Okay. So you guys are, so now you guys are here in the Ancola Basin. You guys, as you guys are here waiting over in the water of the Ancola Basin, I guess Eric standing on it with Karuni and Mercurio, and then Zoro kind of hovering above it, right? Is that what I'm kind of looking at here? Okay. You guys see that the entirety of like the river, or like the bank portion of this Ancola Basin is like completely surrounded with dozens of guards that seem to have kind of like kept up the entire area of that. So what is it now?
There sure is a lot of water here.
I think I have a very dumb idea.
So far, your
At
dumb
this
ideas have
point-
kept us
Normal idea.
alive.
At this point, we can take any idea, Mercurial.
Normal Mercurial idea it is.
All right. Well, the Incola Basin I know is very hot, but what if, right? Because if I, hold on, let me make a history check real quick. Let me actually make a history check. Oh, and that went into the. Oh. You see, Mercurial looks over. Is like, if I remember correctly, the Incola Basin has like something like very hot underneath it. I think this is something like a, I don't know, volcano or something.
That's how a hot spring works.
Well, yeah, but okay. Let me make this simpler. Zoro,
I get what you're picking up. I get it. I get what you pick. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
you see what I mean?
It is both the dumbest and smartest idea.
I mean, that's the only way I can think of to get us out of this. But the only problem is, how are we going to get out of it when it does? You know?
That is true.
So from what I'm hearing is you want to create a volcanic reaction.
Looks like somebody reads my mind. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. But I do remember that there's like a small cave portion that leads into here. So what if we like go over to that cave entrance, right, and then erupt this, and then we go into that cave portion, and then we make it out on the other side? It may be dangerous, but it might be our only shot.
I think we're fine.
Well, unless you
Are
have
we?
any other ideas, because it seems like they're starting to gather more and more.
I point out, say, look, they're spread around the circumference of the basin, which means their numbers are thin at any particular point.
Well, I
You just
wouldn't
wanna
doubt
full
that.
charge through them.
I wouldn't doubt that they're gonna bring in more people. That's the thing.
I like that idea better than blowing ourselves up.
Well, whichever one you're gonna go with, hopefully it keeps us alive at least, or at least out of the clutches of Decimus at least.
What if you three were to go and I were to activate the volcano?
Well, we could probably go inside of the cave and you can activate it, and I guess I don't know, fly out from
No,
above or
Zoro,
something.
You're too valuable. Should be someone expendable. Like Mercurio.
Jesus Christ, he's taking every opportunity to want to kill Mercurio, dude. That's crazy.
Like, that's what you get for fucking my apprentice.
So, are we gonna do something or what? Because it seems like they're gonna be calling in more people soon.
Group vote. Who wants to charge through?
No. I'd rather not get poked by spears and arrows, thank you.
All right,
I
who
don't think
wants
any of
to-
us
I'll
has the
vote.
capacity to even do that.
Who wants to get blown up?
Well, I mean, I
I'd
already
rather be blown
offered.
up.
I mean, we could,
You would
like I,
want to be blown up.
like I said, we could just go to the cave, and we could just, like, go into the cave.
Don't know if that will work.
Well, it's better to check and try. If we both
Alright.
do their forces, the problem is we're still going to be stuck with them on our tail. So why don't we just blow us up, right? And then we can, I don't know, probably have enough distraction that we could be able to, I don't know, get away to one of the cities or something, you know?
I hate this place.
I don't know, Merrick. I
Just
think it's the only way.
blowing ourselves up.
All right. We'll take this back. He's gonna take back his fur cape.
Okay. And so Eric Karuni and Mercurio start making their way over to the cave. And you guys see that Mercurio was indeed correct, that there is indeed a cave that leads into the Incola Basin. And it's a
I
pretty...
don't know how you fucking do this. You're dumb as bricks.
He got a nat 20 on his fucking history check, that's
Fucking
why.
nasty, dude.
I think what's gonna happen is I'm gonna put, because I've been using the blue dice that came with the set. I'm just gonna put the blue dice away because I think that's a fucking
away
cheating
forever.
dice. So we're not gonna use that one. I'm gonna rock with the red dice now. So hopefully the red dice will give bad luck at least.
If our
So-
characters die, we can blame it.
Yeah, we can play. All right. So yeah. So Mercurio was indeed correct that there is indeed like a cave system that you can see in between the mountains over there that does lead out of here into like another separate part that has like a river portion connected to it. Your microphone, Zoro.
Oh my goodness.
It's a lot of breathing. Yeah. So you guys make your way inside, and you guys get to maybe about halfway. So Zoro, from where you're standing or from where floating, from where you're hovering, above the Incola Basin, with your true sight, you're able to see that they enter the cave and have gotten about halfway. So they're at a pretty good enough distance for you to be able to cause a distraction. So by this point, you see that. Indeed, there have been more troops that have been called. As you see that more and more cavalry have begun to arrive from either like from the direction of Arishul or from the direction of Estragos in terms of like the pathways. And you see that there's more of them that begin to like cover the edges of the Incola Basin. As you hear Decimus in the distance say, "So, ready to give up?"
You're ready. Are we like really far away?
Zoro's the only one that can hear this one, as like everyone else is inside of the cave and like making their way through. But yeah, he's basically talking to you, Zoro.
Well, yeah, just not in the way that you're thinking. And he's gonna start diving down to the volcano.
All right. You dive straight down into the water. And like stated, this water, it's kind of hot. Think of it like it's just like warm water on your skin, essentially, because of your resistance to fire. It's not exactly something that really hurts your skin. It actually feels pretty quite nice. It's almost like a very warm blanket. Yeah, therapeutic almost. It's like you're wrapping yourself in like a warm blanket on like a cold day, you know. So you like plunge down into the water, deep down, all the way until you see like where the volcanic portion starts kicking up. So you can see like these pockets of steam like flaring up, and you kind of go over to one pocket, immediately like pierce down your trident, and you kind of like dig at it a bit more with your trident until you see that a small crack happens, and you see that the once like very sturdy area of this like bottom part of the Incola Basin has now started to like have rocks start kicking up, and you begin to feel the pressure a little bit it feels like as if the volcano is getting ready to erupt soon. And you immediately fly back up to see, you know, of course, still very drenched in the water from the Incola Basin. As you see that Decimus looks over, he's like, "So, taking a little skinny dip?"
Well, one of us does. You know, I could smell you all the way from over there, but I'll be honest with you, it's not gonna matter too much longer. Bye! And he's gonna go ahead and just fly straight up and out.
As you fly straight up and out, Mercurio, Eric, and Karuni, you guys feel the ground beneath you begin to shake, as you guys feel this like wave of steam kick through the tunnel. As you see Mercurio's like, "Oh, it's starting! Come on, hurry up! We're almost there!"
I'm hurrying.
And
Zoro be able to see them?
yeah, so about a good few seconds later, you guys were able to emerge out of the other side, as you see that Zoro is hovering on the other side. And as you guys have made it to the other side, you from where you're standing, Zoro, from where you're hovering, Zoro, you see a large cloud of steam erupt, as you see that it slowly begins turning red, and you see that like large chunks of like the molten rock fly out from out of the Incola Basin. As you guys from as far as you guys can hear the screams of of Decimus's crew as they are like literally there essentially by the eruption of this volcano. And you guys as well also can feel the heat. As you guys turn around, you guys see that lava starts pouring up little by little in the tunnel that you guys were in, and stops at a point. As Mercurio's like, Whew! Man, if we were any seconds later, we would have been toast. Oh, man. Whew. Good idea, Zoro. Good thing you good thing you guys caught on. As you see that Zoro holds up his fist for a fist bump.
You mean Mercurio?
Oh, sorry, Mercurio.
I mean, Zoro's gonna reciprocate, obviously.
Whew! I didn't think that would work that well. Shit. Oh man. Jeez.
Kind of reminds me of home. All this lava.
Whew. Jeez. Home is pretty cold too, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah. Yes, Mercurio.
Well, I think we lost them. So, any ideas where we go next?
How do you all feel?
Reunite with the rest of them.
Honestly, I'm feeling pretty good. I feel like I can go for another mile or something. This heat is actually feeling pretty good on some of my cramps. My freaking elbows and everything. It feels like my elbows are locking up or something. Steam is kind of making it a bit more relaxed, you know?
Kuruni then goes over to the two and she like places a hand on both of their shoulders and she's like, I'm very proud of the two of you.
Oh. Well, that's, well, thank you.
My dog's snoring.
Yeah.
Was that for Zoro as well, or Eric?
Yeah, Zoro.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I'd have to say Mercurio did most of the thinking this time.
Nah. You're the one that did all the cool shit. I wish I could have been there to be able to watch the thing erupt. I've only had wings, you know. Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, are we gonna get moving out somewhere? Are we gonna set up camp, or what are we doing here?
Eric's in a trance as he's imagining a world with when it's Mercurio with wings and there's just a city on fire.
You see that he turns around. He's like, Eric. As you see that as it seems like he has like your wings in your demon form. Yeah, in your demon form, he's like wearing your entire. He basically looks like Eric, but as he turns around, his face is Mercurio's. As he's like, Eric. as you come back from that trance, Mercurio's like, Eric, as he's like waving his hand in front of your face, like, Eric, are we gonna do anything here? What are we doing?
We have no time to rest. We need to get moving.
All right.
If y'all want, I could just take us out, fly us, get us there faster. Or if you want to be more discreet, we can do that.
Well, where are we going?
Policy as it stands.
Well, the question is, where the hell are we going? Because, like, anywhere we're going?
Right there.
Where?
Astragas is right there.
It is indeed right there. So, are we heading out anywhere close, or what's the plan?
I just said Astragas is right there.
I
Oh.
think you said that in Eric's voice.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. I thought you were asking it like metagame way. Sorry. Victoria's like, okay. I mean, yeah, we can go there. I don't mind. If we can trek there, that would be good.
Where the fucking mind we're going.
Okay. Nah, sounds good. So, Gurney, we all good?
Yeah, I think we're all good.
All right. Well, to Estragos we go, I guess. And you guys all travel to Estragos. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we're going to have to end the session here. With the traveling of the party to Estragos. This was by far, I think, the goofiest.
Genius.
I think this is one of the more goofier D&D sessions we've had thus far. I believe this is one of the more goofier ones we've had, but overall was pretty goddamn good as well.
Nah, for real. When I said, oh, like I don't know if Hellfire's gonna be big enough because he's big, but like I don't know if he's gonna be big enough to like
carry
all of us.
Yeah.
Then I hear Zoro go big.
Hellfire can fly, but not with the passenger.
Yeah. That's why I was saying that. And then I hear Zoro go big. Ooh, I got an idea.
He decided, yeah, this could work. Good fucking idea, by the way. Good ideas brought up here. All
he
right.
became Aaron Yeager.
Oh yeah, he became Aaron Yeager. He became a Titan. Oh, were you say Shamar?
I was just gonna say, next time, next session, are we gonna have the time to do things while they were busy fucking around?
Yes. Oh yeah,
in the
absolutely.
Stragos?
Yeah. The only reason why I didn't continue with you guys in Astragos is because what's it called, Lino had messaged me saying that she needed to go to bed. So that was why I wasn't able to continue with you guys. But yeah, for sure. Indeed, the next
Yeah.
session we're definitely going to be continuing out rip with everybody in Astragos. So of course Shamar, Celeste, Fion, and Bapro, along with the rest of the party that will be arriving soon in Astragos, which is actually good because then I can still use the map that I have in Tailspire, the 3D map, for our D&D session for the boss fight at the end. So, as much as I promised that there was going to be a boss fight at the end of this, depending on what the party decided, ultimately the party decided that we're going to go have a whole completely different plan. So by that logic, I just decided, hey, we'll throw out the boss thing for next time, and the next time we'll have the boss session, I guess.
Instead, we nuke the fucking city.
Yeah. Instead, you blew up a part of you blew up a city wall, and now on the run. Essentially, yes.
Technically, how many people has Zoro potentially killed? Setting off that volcano.
Honestly, if I had to say, probably around maybe like 150-ish people, maybe 200.
Oh God.
Baby, that's light work.
No,
Oh,
I mean,
dear
Zoro's
God.
been alive for like 20,000 years. His rap sheet for kills is pretty high. 150 is.
Yeah,
How
no,
many
that's like
artists-
light work. That's like an
Yeah.
average Tuesday for him.
Yeah,
like,
for Zoro.
The artist that I blow up with
Don't
the
get me
bomb.
wrong.
That's
He's
disturbing.
He's gonna be very upset and sad about it, but at the same time, he knows he had to get out one way or another, and he had to make sure everyone else lived.
I mean, from a standpoint, none of those are confirmed kills. You need to have one other person with you, and they're all
It's
caged.
true.
Yeah.
Now,
That's
let's get to
wild.
I
That's
think the
fucking
screams of
wild.
agony and anguish are proof enough that they're dead.
Well, fucking guess what? Eric
Anybody-
was like,
Or
"Oh,
just
how can
horribly
they tell?"
burned.
Yeah.
Eric
Yeah,
was, "Oh, how can they tell that we're the what? Motherfucker, when he saw our faces."
It is our face. Yeah.
He was bluffing. You just wanted a reason to kill Eric.
Hold on. I don't think you understand. The guard that let us in saw our faces.
He would have known regardless.
Yeah, and I did say as well that the one that confirmed your guys' last dealings was the guard that let you in. I did say that he was by the gate and had confirmed it with Decimus.
If only we had a proper distraction. But oh well.
Well, okay.
Well, we set up a volcano instead.
Yeah, to be fair, I actually didn't even know that you were going to end up shattering those crystals, because those crystals were exactly the same ones that Shamar and Baprold and Fion had and Celeste had found out as well in Estragos.
Innocent people. Hope you're happy with
Better
that.
fucking people. Oh my God. I was gonna say, crank up that confirmed kill count. I think y'all fucked up a whole pack of souls.
Yeah, so
Thank you for
there's
nothing, Eric.
Nothing to do with Zoro.
there's a lot.
Unsuck them out of their bodies. They're decomposing as we speak.
Yeah, but we could put them back.
They were still
At least give them a
souls.
proper burial. Damn, come on. Like, they deserved better than Yeehaw Blast Off.
They
I'm gonna be
Shattered
real.
them out of existence,
If I was in a soul gem and I can get back into my body, just kill me.
Yeah, I wasn't honestly, I was not expecting that Eric was gonna end up shattering those crystals. So I was like, oh, well, he shadows those crystals. Well, that's a little interesting that you shattered them. They gave you guys away. So
I feel so bad for them. They don't deserve this, man. We gotta find something other. There's gotta be another way. Like, I don't want to do that to the poor guys.
yeah.
They've already been through it.
No, it's
Yeah,
definitely.
I'm giving them their final rest.
Need to have.
Are you though? They left screaming, man. That does not sound like final rest.
yes, and I did say that there were indeed multiple streams. Of course, there was multiple carriages of, or not multiple carriages, multiple crates
Maybe
of
a
the.
drop of silence that I didn't want to drop.
Well, regardless,
What?
even if you still had silence in it, regardless as well, they still had to fly up. So eventually, they would end up leaving the zone of silence. So eventually, they would end up leaving, which would have led to the same thing.
Plus, also the zone cleared out as soon as Eric stepped out of it. So
And not to mention as well that they yeah, no, that's not how silence works. But don't forget as well that they also bursted through the ceiling of the actual warehouse. So of course that's also gonna be heard too. Don't forget that too.
Yeah. You gotta think, like, if you send out souls like streamers, people are probably gonna notice.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot I was in control of how souls operate after you release them from prismatic gems.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I forgot I was the keeper of that knowledge.
indeed.
I mean, you have a library for a reason. Maybe read a book or something.
But anyway.
You got all magic knowledge. What for?
Indeed. Anyway, though, thank you everybody for tuning into tonight's stream of Eyes of Astra Chapter 2 Session 21. We will continue on Eyes of Astra Chapter 2 Session 22 next Monday, where we will continue with our dearest players that are out in Estragos that are going to be coming up with a very, very, very disturbing revelation very soon. Thank you everybody for tuning into tonight's stream. Anybody want to say anything before I end off today's session?
Yeet.
Fair. Bapril?
Completely justified in everything that I've done.
Justified. Bapril? Hariki?
No, I'm good.
Sailor, Celeste and Crudy.
My fucking dog is snoring.
I think the stream can hear it as well. And of course, lastly, Zoro.
Canonically, Zoro is strong enough to punch a volcano active now. Well, hit a volcano active. So, he's strongest in the world. Y'all could go ahead and argue.
Argue with your mama. Anyway, thank you everybody for tuning into tonight's stream. Do be ready for tomorrow's stream. As much as I don't want to be ready for it, because tomorrow's stream is me playing Five Nights at Freddy's with a heartbeat monitor. Yay.
Oh,
But instead of playing FNAF 4, I'm actually going to start with FNAF 1 and I'm going to play the whole trilogy actually. I'm going to play not the trilogy, sorry, the whole franchise of FNAF actually.
Oh dear.
With a heartbeat sensor. So yes, I'm not gonna be doing it in one night. Of course, I'm gonna be doing it as like a daily thing for stream, or as like a weekly thing for streams. So of course, I might just make it as like Horror Game Tuesday, where I end up playing horror games for you guys, and of course, you guys get recommendations of horror games you guys want me to play. So with that, we will end off today's stream, and thank you everybody for tuning in. We will see you guys again next Monday when we have our next session of Eyes of Astra, and I will see you guys tomorrow if you guys want to see me get scared shitless with a heartbeat monitor and see my heart rate go so high I probably will go into a cardiac arrest. Thank you everybody, and